we stand strong together, we can't be denied. If one of us goes down, we have another, and another, and another that's ready to fight. So let's hit this field and bang them, bang them, bang them. Somebody, light me up.
It's time to huddle up. It's the Turf District Podcast. Welcome back to the Turf District, where we huddle up to talk all things Edmonton Elks and the CFL. And thank you for joining us this evening. I mean, it's a quiet evening. We don't have a lot to talk about, but we do appreciate you taking the time with us. Right, Mike?
Absolutely. It's been, just another week.
Exactly. All right. Maybe you've joined us live on YouTube or Twitch or Facebook. And if you've done that, thank you very much. And remember, you can add your comments and questions on any of those platforms. Because we are going to be talking about a few things that may be a little emotional this evening. Just make sure that we're keeping it friendly and good discourse as we go through this evening. You may be listening, downloaded the podcast. If you have, thank you very much. Or you might be listening to us on Edmonton Sports Talk Radio. And thank you for taking the time as we go through so many things. So with me, as always, one superfan Mike. There he is. And one Commissioner Kayla.
Together again.
Yeah.
I know it's been like
been a minute.
It's 3 weeks ago that the three of us were all on at the same time.
Wow.
And we're going to have Linda join us here momentarily to review some of these things that we need to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
I feel there will be a few questions and comments. So what we're going to do is the way we're going to do the show this evening, we're going to go over some of the rule changes and the changes that are coming to the CFL. We do want to tackle those for sure. But we're going to save our comments and questions until overtime. We will get to the game recap, of course, boo. And then we will set up this week's game. So lots of fun for the podcast, but we're excited to take some comments and things as we go through, but most of that will be into overtime. So we haven't done an overtime in a while, but
Return of OT.
This week.
What we wouldn't have given for an overtime this last week. So,
right? If only they had to go farther to get the field goal.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that in a second. But first, would have helped us 2 weeks in a row. Just saying. I do want to remind everybody, if you're watching live, you've still got time to get your Game Changers tickets to be part of the on-field action that is happening this Thursday night. Sounds like it's going to be an amazing event. It is, of course, the Game Changers women's training camp and all the fun that goes along with it. If you want to know more about that, check last week's episode when we had Joan Forjon to talk about it. And as always, she was amazing.
Yes.
But grab your tickets. We want this thing to help support ovarian cancer. And also we want to make sure that the field is full with lots of people learning and having a great old time.
Mm-hmm.
So
you have Kate Burness as the host.
right.
Not cool.
Much better than that. Like, come on.
Come on, get in there. All right. Are we ready?
Ready or not.
Sure.
Ready or not, here we go. The CFL makes a major announcement for rules and game changes that are coming over the next 2 years.
Game changers to game changes.
Yeah. Yeah. I think Game Changers is more fun, but that's just me. So lots of things that are, and they're doing it in a rollout over a couple of years. And I think we're going to kind of try and break them down in kind of chronological order. Let's start with the ones that are going to come in next year, and
Andrew,
then we'll go to the ones.
Sorry, did you want to bring in Linda for this?
She's not there yet. So
there's just a message that popped up.
Oh, well, let me have a peek there. Oh, the camera did stop working. Yes, that's why. Because I'm like, I don't see a Linda. I just see a black stage. But yes, if she is there, then when I see her there, I will bring her up on
Okay,
the
sounds
screen.
good.
Yes. If we do this, can we hear you, Linda?
I don't know. Can you?
Oh, yes, we
Yes.
can. We can. So I'll leave you there, and then you can. When we get the camera working, then we're all set to go.
Well, I may just
Welcome, Linda.
leave and come back, but thank you.
You're going to leave and come back. Okay, that's fine. And then
Have
we
you
will.
tried turning it off and turning it back on?
Jeez,
I'm
Mike,
done
I think
here.
you asked that. Yeah, it's like you do this all the time. Okay, so let's get into some of these fun things. We'll start with the ones that are coming from next year, and then we'll talk about the ones that will come the year after. So I thought we'd take the softball first because I didn't want it to get too crazy. 2026, the team benches on opposite sides of the field. Now,
Boo! Oh, sorry. I jumped the gun there.
you did jump. Yeah, you
Mike
jumped.
loves the rough housing. Let's
That's
be
right.
honest.
I mean, what the hell is Dinwiddie gonna do after he wins the game so that he can show off to the other team and be a jerk? Like,
I guess
don't
they
know what
won't win
happened.
anymore.
I guess I'd be fine with that at this particular moment. So I think this is a change that should have happened I don't think we ever should have talked about teams on the same side of the field. So I am very happy that they're making this mandatory across the league.
Now,
Me too.
I think part of the issue too is when Toronto moved into BMO, there just wasn't enough width to have the benches on opposite sides and have the camera cart be able to go up and down the sidelines. I don't know. Now they've got the World Cup coming, and they're
Mhm.
doing quite a bit of renovations, as all the Argo fans will definitely tell you and complain about. But yeah, it's something that they should have done ages ago. But if there's a real strong possibility of them not being able to do that for TV, then I'm not sure how they're going to take that into consideration.
Yeah, I guess that's true. And how are they going to be able to do the productions? I mean, obviously not a problem at Commonwealth. Not a problem at
room.
McMahon, other than the fact that they have to run across each other to get into
Oh,
the
so stupid.
Yeah.
exactly. But I mean, who planned that? But I mean, they used to have it in BC, and then they took it away 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So now they'll be on the same side. I like that, or on the opposite sides.
Yeah.
They'll take away.
So-
You know what I mean? They're moving it
Like-
from that. Yes. Dog, you're gonna drive me crazy today. Okay. But I think mostly this affects Eastern teams, does it not?
Yeah. Other than
Yeah.
the BC.
Like, so I think
It's
this
always
is good.
been a West versus East thing, it feels like. It seemed like the Eastern teams always seem to have those benches on the same side, which is just strange to me.
Yep. So that's an easy one. Everyone agrees. We're good.
Yeah. The only time I'll say love.
Okay. All right. The only time. All right. Now we'll get into one with a little more teeth on it. The automatic 35-second play clock. So we're going from the 20-second play clock, where it has to be blown in by the referee once they place the ball, to once the play is they call the pass complete or incomplete. The
When the play is
35-second
dead.
clock starts. So now okay, we'll get some ideas, thoughts on this first. So Linda, I saw you shaking your head. So
Well-
tell me your thoughts.
I don't think it's the worst idea in the world for a good chunk of the game, but I feel like we're losing our last 3 minutes. Like
Right.
the no lead is safe thing is suddenly super safe, and I'm going to leave early to avoid the traffic rush. Like,
Yeah, now that's one thing they didn't say if they were continuing the same way through the 3-minute warning or not yet. I think that still has to go to the rules committee. So I don't know yet if they're going to keep the rules the same inside 3 minutes, because it is definitely a game changer, like you said. It makes a big difference, but we just know that this is going to happen at the very least during the main part of the game. And for me, I'm perfectly fine with that. I agree with you, though. And I really hope that they're still go back to the regular in the last 3 minutes of either half.
Once the 3 minute warning.
Yeah, just to make it.
Our game is already fast, so they're trying to get rid of, I guess, the human error, the potential for human error somehow. But now I'm picturing, Marvin the paranoid android just wheeling out with a football for you, sir. And
Now, one wrinkle to this is Farhan Lalji tweeted that teams would get an extra timeout.
They haven't decided that yet. I heard that that's possible. Yes.
So again, the first one is a physical change. This is a rule change. And so I think that's definitely different that way. Most of these have been physical changes to the game and not rules, but this one is a definite rule.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that once they get the rules committee in, my question is going to be, how are the coaches going to take advantage of this? Because that's what they're planning.
Yeah. Well, but I think even with the 20-second clock right now,
they already do.
They already do. They take a long time getting their changes in or getting their players cycled through. And I mean, one of the reasons they're going to opposite sides of the field is so that somebody doesn't have to run all the way down the field, and they're taking more time before they blow the clock in. Like, it's one of those things that, I know our friend Don at Third Down Gamble will be very excited about this. He's been pushing for this for quite a while. But just I'm either way, it's going to be taken advantage of. So,
100%.
So my biggest fear is exactly what you said, Linda, is that last 3 minutes, are they going to keep that where there's more chance of having that lead change? Yeah. And if you have the extra timeout, does that do it? I don't know.
And does it get abused? And of course, it gets abused.
Of course it is. Yeah. What are your thoughts on that one, Kamish?
I want to circle back to the extra timeout. But first off, I think the first year this is implemented, we're going to have some very messy football.
Yeah.
So it's going to take some time to adjust to that. So I don't know if the first couple of games or what have you are going to just be like, oh, good God, kind of things, or, penalty, can't 5 yards back, time clock ran out, whatever.
I was going to say time clock violation, especially in preseason games, is going to be
preseason's going to be ugly.
It's going to be wild. Again, I'm with you guys with the protect our 3 minutes, because that is, as we've seen for the last, especially couple of years, games have been won and lost in those 3 minutes, and it's fun and it's exciting. Coming back to the extra timeout, is this gonna? I'm just putting it out there because I don't think anyone knows this answer, but is it going to be applied for the entirety of the game? Can you only use it in the second half? Can you only use it in the last 3 minutes? Where is this extra timeout going to be utilized, I guess? Or when can you?
Yeah, they haven't even confirmed they're going to give the extra timeout.
Yeah.
Even to then, where does it build from there? I would assume it would be the same as the others, where you'd have it for the entire game, but I don't know.
And are they saying one extra timeout for just one, or per half? So we have 4 and 4, or is it 3 and 3? But then you actually have an extra for whenever you want it, right? I'm just like, this is where my mind is going.
Right now it's
utilizing
2 and 2.
Right now it's 2 for the entire game. So if they go to 3,
I'm
then
thinking of something else. Sorry.
Yep. In NFL, it's 3 and 3.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
See, my mind's already going to that direction.
See, yeah, we don't want that. That's fine.
Stop that.
But they could just go to 3, period, instead of 2 for the entirety of the game. So
yeah, I'd just be interested, with the.
A positive on this is we probably would have won our last 2 games.
Correct.
Just saying.
Yep.
Can we?
There's another one that will help us too right away.
For
Yeah,
sure.
we'll talk about that. Not right away. We have something else in the middle now. All right. Everyone, get your Kleenex out. This one's gonna, or your pitchforks, I guess, depending on which side you're on. Modifying the Rouge in 2020. Nice drink there, Kayla. So, so basically, what they are changing to is that if it sails through the end zone without being touched, if it rolls out the side without being touched, no
Or the back.
point is awarded. The point is awarded if the defending player has the ball and concedes the point or is tackled in the end zone.
What happens if they touch the ball and it goes out?
Good question. I don't think that they've said that yet.
Because I remember, was it the Toronto game where they won with the missed field goal Rouge? Didn't the player reach up and touch and knock it, but he couldn't quite reach it?
But he couldn't bring it down. Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
So I'm
And then
wondering what that, obviously in that case, he wouldn't have gone for it.
Yes.
But that's what I'm kind of wondering. I've been calling for the modification of the Rouge for a long time, many years, decades,
yes.
in that I would like to have seen it be playable to count as a Rouge. So that means it's picked up by the player, touched by a player, or hits the field and goes out.
Okay.
This is, I think, maybe a little sharp of an edit, but for
Okay.
me.
Yeah. Okay.
But I am
fair
glad. I am perfectly okay with. Obviously, there would have been 2 less wins last year from those missed Rouges, including Jake Julian's final win of the season last year.
Yep.
But they tried it because of that, right? If that rule was in place, it wouldn't have attempted that.
Right. Yeah. Then it would have been, we got to try the long field goal or whatever else. Right. Yeah. So, yeah, no, I think that's fair. Kamish, what is your thoughts on this?
Honestly, I don't know. I don't know
Okay.
what I feel about this. And then I'm
Okay.
gonna be utilizing that a lot because for me personally, a few days isn't enough to process.
And until we see it,
Exactly. Like
True.
I can't see it yet. So
Yeah,
I don't know how I feel. I'm okay. Like I'm all right with this one because I could see how it could benefit. It is gonna be sad. I don't like change. Does anybody really like change? But I mean, again, to be able to see it in function, I'd like I have to hold my tongue because I just don't know. I don't know what my opinion is.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. And I think there's a lot of these ones where it's like, okay, here's my initial reaction, and then we'll see how this actually, what does the rules committee actually say? How does it play out? The 3-minute warning, the bouncing off a guy and then going out of the, like, how does that all work? And we don't know those things yet. I do think that it'll be harder to score a Rouge, but especially when
At
we
least
get
it's
to the
not
next
gone.
changes.
right?
But it's not gone. Exactly. Yeah. So
And I think because it's a rule change, it can always be changed back or
Exactly.
modified further
right.
that
Mhm.
to sort of fit.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it will, but it can be versus some of the physical changes, which are going to be very hard to
Yeah.
undo once they're done.
Yeah.
That's very true. Yes. Linda, your thoughts on the Rouge?
Well, I thought it was pretty cool as it was.
Okay.
But if they were going to do something, I think I can live with this. But as far as, it's a rule and it can change back. I feel like the camel's nose is in the tent. And pretty soon there's going to be a camel in the tent, and they won't go back. They'll get rid of it completely. And
Okay.
that's what I mean about
It's
the
possible
camel
for
in
sure.
the tent. But for what they've done with it, okay, I'm glad it's still there in a way, shape, or form. And it may silence teeny tiny bit of the Bee King about the reward for failure BS.
Yes.
Now,
Yeah.
I know that in past, Rouge literally meant it had to be downed in the end zone.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day, there was a Rouge, which was how the rule is now, and then there was kick to deadline, which is also a point, but they were kept separate. The point being the Rouge was encouraging a return. Blasting it through the end zone or kick to deadline doesn't encourage a return, right? In fact, it's sometimes impossible to return. So I do like that portion of it, which is why I wanted to say it had to be playable. But if you just sit there and watch it roll out the back of the end zone, I mean, that sort of breaks the spirit of it to me. So that's why I'm not 100% happy with it. But like Linda, I am glad it's still here. And to me, it's such a huge part of the Canadian identity. I'd hate to see it not be here one day.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That's that's exactly how I feel. Although I agree with you, if they just watch it roll out, like you could play that, like, so yeah. I guess that's things we'll have to wait and see,
perhaps that can also have people that are on side coming to get a touchdown.
Correct.
So
And
why
that's a
don't we
big
go back
change.
to the old rules and make everybody doubly
13 men aside. Oh,
No,
no forward pass. Oh.
only running. Mike loves this all of a sudden. Yeah.
No, I mean splitting the rouge with the other.
Right. The kick to deadline. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, there's another thing to, I guess they could have looked at, but this one, I'm just glad it's still there. I don't want it to be gone completely.
Not how I would have done it, but
no, but I think there's lots of these ones that it's not exactly how we would have done it, but I don't think no matter how they did it, it was going to please everybody. So I think that's kind of where that lands.
They have to please everybody, just me.
Now, speaking of not pleasing everybody, all right, here we go. In 2027, there's going to be a few more changes. These ones a lot more dramatic. Starting with
where's the filter where the flames come out of my head.
Right. I think this is the most contentious one. And it was for me too. I need to be when I first heard this, that they were going from changing it from 110 yards to 100 yards, and we were losing the 55 or the C line in the middle. That was a gut punch. That I don't like that. I've always liked it as the 55, knowing the difference in the field. Now, Commissioner Johnson was very clear that they are not changing the width of the field, which thank goodness for that. But they are doing this shortening.
Why?
So, okay. I have some theories, but I want to just get everybody's feeling on it first, and then I can come back to my theories. So, Commish, I haven't started with you. So what do you think of this shortening of the?
Well, we may not have the length, but we have the width, so we got some girth going on still.
Somebody did tweet something like that today.
Oh, really? Damn it!
What we've learned is that it really isn't about length; it's about width. But anyway,
that in my arsenal since that came out. Damn it!
Great one.
Who is this on Twitter? I must find them.
I don't know. They were stealing your shtick.
You were in my head. Yeah, I don't like it.
Okay, fair.
I
That's pretty straightforward.
I don't know. Like I think I get why if you do one and not the you have to do one with the other.
Wait.
Talking about the next thing that we have to talk about, right? Well, otherwise they're having a very long field.
So, yeah, I brought this up on socials. In 1974, the NFL moved their goalposts from the goal line to the back of the end zone. They didn't shorten their field.
Right.
But who are we trying to be like?
No, I'm just saying if they don't have to shorten their field, why do we have to?
Yeah. And
but who are we trying to be like?
Well, I don't know that specifically it's that, but I have other theories.
I don't like it. I need time to digest it because, like you just said, all these memories of the 55-yard line.
Yeah.
Gone. 100%. Kaput. Bye. See you later. Sucks.
Yep. next time I get on that field, I'll be taking a picture at the 55-yard line so that I have one before it's no longer there.
But I also have like other things I want everybody else to say, but an overall implication, what frightens me, I think, the most, and this is why I'm having the hardest time, is all of these changes, especially when it comes to the things that we're talking about now, is minor sports, minor football, youth sports,
Yeah.
the implications that is going to have, and I'm talking more so with cash money. And we can get into that later, but that is my biggest concern right now. So anyway, that one of the reasons why I do not like it.
100%. I agree with you. Even youth sports, that, outside of Quebec, they've been playing, well, and I guess in BC they play 4 downs, but they've been playing 3 downs and the same size field, the goalposts at the front, all the things, and having to change all of that if they want to match the CFL game is very expensive and very hard to do. So I definitely not an argument from me there.
In context, like when we're talking about minor, I know that Jane Reed, I think, had a guest on that was talking about minor football and the amount of money just expected that they would have to pay in order to match the facilities would be, I think, like around 50 million or something. Like, who's going to fork that out? Who has money to fork that out?
Yeah. No,
right?
Very true.
It's just
not me
it's
either.
scary. Yeah. So anyway, sorry guys.
No, that's okay. That's a great point.
This is all part of it.
Yep. And so many questions with that.
Yeah.
And I'd be curious to get Coach Vic's point of view on that, being that he's right involved, right?
Yeah. Good.
So it's and I'm sure that it's like, oh, I don't care for that very much. I get it. Linda, I'm pretty sure I know how you feel about this one, but go ahead.
Here's my F-bomb.
It's a very nice F-bomb. It's lovely.
You.
Yeah. It's wonderful.
Yeah. So some of Brian's ashes are at the 55 as well as both 42. So if there's no more 55, does that mean Brian's not dead anymore? I don't know. These are the things that are keeping me up at night. I just think this is wrong-headed. I feel like, 4 downs goes into 100 yards easier than it goes into 110. Like, so I'm already moving. Yeah.
And horrible. Like I mentioned earlier, with the field in BMO being not wide enough for the cart, maybe they need to narrow it a little to 53 1/3.
Well, so. Yeah. That's not happening yet. Let's not go. I don't want to.
I'm not saying it, but I'm saying it's certainly a possibility. Like when you're starting to open that Pandora's box, like Linda said,
exactly.
The camel's nose is in the tent.
Right.
Well, we've already shortened it. Why don't we narrow it?
Right. Yeah. Well, and I'm not saying that can't happen or won't happen down the road. I'm just, because he was so specific in saying the width is staying the same, I don't want to jump the shark on that one. Yeah. So
it just makes his side eye like,
It just makes me think, what else are they willing to give up?
Exactly. Yeah.
Right. And these are major changes. I'm not arguing that for sure. Okay, Mike, I'll let you go. And then.
So I've said it before, to me, for your average casual fan, the 3 biggest differentiators between the Canadian game and the American game were 3 downs, 12 players aside, and 110-yard field. You ask anyone, nobody ever mentions the 65-yard width versus 53 1/3. They talk about the length of the field. And then later on, you're going to talk about a yard off the ball and limited motion and et cetera, et cetera. But those were the big 3. 110 yards, it's been that way since the 19th century. It's part of our rugby roots, which I get. I have not heard a good explanation for the game why they need to change. People have said, well, because the field goals are longer. And I said they were the longer for the NFL. They didn't feel a need to change, and they didn't see any decrease in their scoring.
Right.
So if there's no decrease in the scoring, because they keep talking, we want to do this, and we'll talk about the other rules later. So we have 60 more touchdowns in a season.
Well, I think that's a
Right.
ludicrous number in
Right.
my opinion.
But I'm
yeah.
saying if they're confident it's going to increase scoring, then we don't have to worry about the extra 10 yards to kick field goals.
Sorry,
because
that
there's gonna
was
be
the
yards.
projection.
That's what Stuart Johnson said.
Oh,
Yes. Yeah, I don't see that.
I mean, that's
but,
less than a touchdown a game.
Sure, but still. Anyway.
But I mean, people are going to be counting next year or 2 years from now. I guarantee it.
Oh yeah. Somebody will.
But yeah,
count
I
it for
absolutely
sure.
hate it. I understand. I know we've talked about other reasons, which you're going to get into.
Yep.
But if I take a look at a picture of a field, I know it's Canadian immediately. I don't need players on it. I don't need the game to be in action. As soon as I see that field, I know this is a Canadian field, and that is the biggest thing they are taking away. When it first came out and we were watching it and texting back and forth, yeah, like you said, gut punch.
That was the one that hurt me the most, 100%. And it's only because I've heard different things today that I'm like, I still don't like it, but okay.
Still
so yeah, I'm not a fan of it either. I need to get into the rest before I kind of go into my other theories. So let's get into the next one, which is shortening the end zone to 15 yards. So again, is this one a huge impact thing?
It's been shortened before 1986.
Right. Okay.
Went from 25 to 20.
Okay.
Toronto's what, 17, 18 right now?
Something like that. Yeah. Montreal is also rounded at the corners, right? So it's not.
Yeah.
Right. So.
So were we at one point?
Yeah, we were. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh,
Linda,
yeah.
what do you think about this?
Sorry, me.
You.
Yes.
Where's the F?
It was a lousy. It was a loud gulp.
That's fine.
This one doesn't give me too much heartburn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not.
Try a malt liquor.
What are you having again there, Kayla? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right. Super fan, this one you're.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's the end zones have changed many times. Like it was 25 years before that, they were not really that consistent. Each stadium kind of had their own thing. Paul Reckner and I were talking in a chat. Baseball stadiums have all kinds of different outfield lengths, and that seems to be part of the charm. So of these three that are coming in 2027, this is the one that offends me the least.
Okay.
Fair. I wouldn't, if we have to make that change, sure. I understand why they're changing it. It's because of the next one. If it wasn't for that, would they change it? Probably not.
Probably not. Yeah. Yep, that's very true.
But yeah,
probably should have done these in the right order then. Oops. Oh well. That's okay. Kayla, any thoughts on this?
No, this one is, it is what it is kind of thing. Like I'm neither here nor there. It is what it is. I don't really have feelings.
Okay. I'm kind of the same way. It's like, okay, whatever, 15 yards. So before we get into the last one, then now I can talk about the possible predictions. And I don't know if it's conspiracy theory, but it is. Okay, fine. It's conspiracy theory. A positive conspiracy theory, though, is that so now between shortening the field and shortening the end zones, we've gone from a 150 total yard field to 130. Right, we've taken 10 yards out of the middle and 5 off of each end, so now it's 130 total yards. A regulation soccer field is 131 yards, so this could open the possibility of a place that has a professional soccer team or something along those lines could then now house a CFL team. And so it could be good for expansion. When you think about things, I don't know exactly where it is, but I am quite sure that there is a MLS field that is out on the East Coast, whether that's in Halifax or Moncton, I can't remember. But can one of those fields now house a CFL team once we have this difference in space, like in needed space? And I think that's one of the things that is a consideration, and I feel like that might be driving some of this, is to look at how can we get into other markets, and being able to have a 150-foot field is difficult in a lot of markets, but 130 is not as difficult. So I'm not saying for sure that's what's happening, but I can see where there is potential there to add that 10th team, 11th team, 12th team. And if that's the case, then that is actually going to be bringing more eyes to the game in places that they're not always. So again, I'm not saying that I love the change, but one of the things that I don't like about the way that it was announced is exactly what you said, Mike, is why.
Yeah.
And we don't know the why. And that's the part that is frustrating. So I may be just being super optimistic and trying to hang on to this idea, but maybe that's something that they're thinking of to try and bring more teams into the league.
God, I hope not. At this point, 2 of the 9 teams made money last year. Let's get those teams making money before we add a 10th one.
Right. But maybe adding the 10th one helps for them to make money. Like I think that there's a higher revenue generator, which then, now that there is actual revenue sharing with players, there's a potential that it could be better for players too. So, and again, I still think this is a big gamble, 100%. And I hate not having the 55, but I can see where this might be a potential reason why. It just hasn't been explained as of yet.
A lot of things were not explained yet.
You don't say. Yeah.
Well, I
what's
think
happening inside 3 minutes? No idea.
That's the frustrating part, is if there's going to be, like, why the lack of transparency? Like, do you not have goals that you know of? You're just kind of making these changes on a hope and a prayer rather than an actual thought out process. Like,
well, I have to think
tell
that there is a
us.
thought out process, but now is not the time to say. And I mean,
Then why announce it now?
Exactly.
so the reason they announce it now, this is my theory. Everyone's going to think that I'm on the CFL side. I don't really, but the reason you announce it now is twofold. One is to let it set in before some of the changes happen next year. Give fans, coaches, all those types of things time to start kind of wrapping their head around the changes. The automatic 35-second play clock in particular, kind of start figuring out how does that work. Start working for you even in a game now. But I also think that they want to talk about this early enough so that it doesn't completely dominate Grey Cup week.
So do it after Grey Cup.
But again, I think that there's so much momentum going into the playoffs that I think it's a matter of, let's talk about it now. We'll get it out. We'll have people talking about it. Then there's playoffs and people will be more excited about the playoffs. And then we can start instituting. Like, I just feel like it's kind of no matter when you announce it, it's going to be bad. Might as well announce it now.
Right. But you could also get a lot of eyes on a subject when CFL season's not in and you're not getting as many eyes.
Yeah, for
like
sure.
If you would have talked about it in the off season, Grey Cup, there's all the press, there's everyone talking about it, and then you have a lull. And then if in January it has said these are the changes we're going to be making, huge break. I'm wondering personally if they're doing it because they were afraid it was going to get out.
That's the other thing I was just going to say. Yeah. They didn't want it to be leaked. They actually wanted to do
right.
And I mean, top people didn't, well, I shouldn't say top people, but a lot of people did not know. There was a lot of speculation when they said this major announcement was coming the next day. And there was a ton of speculation on what was actually going to happen. Mm-hmm. And it was amazing that
a lot of insiders, a lot of players, no one had a clue.
Right. Yeah. So a lot of NDAs.
So then, yeah, like going off of that, then, like, why would you have to tell like your TSC employees and have them sign NDAs and stuff like that? Just talk about it in within the organization. Wait a couple of months until after Grey Cup, and then say it. Like, obviously, unless I'm mistaken, but this wasn't just like the last couple of weeks. I would hope like there was
Oh,
some
no.
thought process. So what? Okay, so give it an extra month and a bit. I think that's just. I think they wanted to generate this topic maybe for Grey Cup. So when you go to Grey Cup, you talk to everybody, and it's like a
Maybe.
matter, like it's all over the place, kind of maybe. But that's what infuriated me, and I like that you brought that up, Mike, because I just wanted to finish out this season. We already suck. We already have our own problems. I don't want to think about next year yet.
Well,
Well, you know, nobody's mentioned the real elephant in the room on the field size changes. You know, IKEA describes itself in terms of the number of football fields. Now they're going to have to do all new math for IKEA. Oh
Poor
my
Ike.
God.
Now,
Next
They'll
will
get
be
their
cats
bill.
living with dogs.
there are, and I posted it as well, that there's going to be a lot of CFL records that are now completely unbreakable.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very
Mhm,
true.
mhm.
Jim Long Gone Thomas has 3 rushes over 100 yards. That will not be possible.
Right. Yep.
There are kick returns of 131 yards.
Yeah. Well, that
I mean, that has been touchable since the 80s. But
Yes.
even Bashir Livingston had 129 for the Argos, which was he caught it at the deadline and ran it all the way back.
Yeah. So
Not possible now.
no, very true. Very true. Yeah, definitely both tough ones. And like I said, my only guess is that it's got to be motivated by some way to make more money, and I don't know what. That's why I think the expansion is there, but we'll see.
So far, I don't think one idea will sell one more ticket.
Oh, I agree.
I think
Yeah.
they're thinking that the reason is it's going to increase scoring. Increased scoring gets more eyeballs in your product, more people that are now interested because it's very exciting. God, if they don't think the CFL is
It
exciting
was
now,
already exciting.
100%. But this is the explanations I'm hearing.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel
or
like,
reading.
yeah, there are other, not, I don't know what, I don't,
Speaking of
just
Coach
maybe
Vic,
like get better at marketing. I don't know, like start with that, see how that goes.
It also has to. That's
that's crazy talk.
Yeah.
Right?
That's
But you know, we're
Did you
just
say
gonna
Coach Vic did
change.
have a comment?
No, he just joined the chat, so he's
Oh, he
here.
just joined the chat. Okay. Okay. So then the final one,
Oh.
moving the goalpost to the back of the end zone.
They're just moving the goalposts.
They're just moving that. Yeah. That's all it is. All right. Mike, you get started on this one.
I understand their logic behind it. They talked a bit about player safety. I have not, but I have never seen. How many times have you seen someone get injured crashing into the goalposts?
Wasn't it Junior
One?
Murtile? Wasn't
Yeah.
that the Saskatchewan guy that was the defender that ran right into it?
Yeah.
One guy, I remember
People
that
run
play.
into it.
Yeah, people run into it all the time.
It's
They use it as a pick play,
Yes, absolutely.
right?
Yeah.
So now you're saying, oh, it's going to open everything up because now they see the whole field. Yeah, my biggest thing is it's going to cost so much money to move those goalposts. CFL probably can afford it. U Sports for many places can probably afford it. Some places it's going to be very tough. But then your, Canadian junior football, your minor football, high school football, that is a big ask.
Yep. 100%. I agree.
I could probably get used to it, but missing the missed field goal return is so iconic. When people talk about the 1987 Grey Cup, the first thing they talk about is Gizmo Williams' missed field goal return. 2 missed field goal returns, 1 for a touchdown.
Yes.
Now I did see, I think it was CFL is Fun on Twitter, posted that you still could have a return on a missed field goal if you extend the spot where, like, put a like a bracket around the back of the end zone, 5 yards, where a returner can stand in there and still field the ball.
Mm.
At that point, it said it was going to be brought up to the rules committee to investigate. So there's still possibilities. Do I hate it as much as I hate 100 yards versus 110? No,
Yeah,
but I'm not a fan.
Okay. Commissioner?
Yeah, you basically said like my biggest fear is just the implication of going down to youth sports and to minor sports, and what is that going to cost them, and how is that? I understand, like you guys said, I understand where their CFL is going, what they're trying to do. I get it. But if you're trying to espouse this Canadian football and growing Canadian talent, and then you leave Canadian talent in the dust because they can't afford it, and then schools don't have programs because they can't afford to change, what the, like, okay, great on growing your Canadian talent when they have nothing to grow on because the programs are shut down because they just can't afford it.
Yeah.
So I get it. CFL is a business and they got to do what's right for them, but you're kind of leaving the others in the dust and they're in your wake saying, okay, good luck to you. So it would have been nice too if the CFL would have at least like specified this is going to change here and here. How we're going to do everything we can to help, or just acknowledge the fact that it's going to put a burden on other teams or other programs other than the CFL, right? Just acknowledge that fact at least. So it's so annoying to me.
That's going to be a lot of footballs into the end zone for high school football, let me tell you.
Yeah. And I fear that our kickers aren't really going to be all as necessary as they are now.
Sean White seems to think so.
Yeah, that's what he said.
I happen to like kickers, you guys. Didn't you know?
Yeah, punters are people too.
Correct.
I mean more for field goals and such, right?
Not punters. But
oh no. hey, they're gonna probably be more important now.
But I mean, you got to think for bantam and younger, with the field goal on the 1 yard line is a 22-yard kick.
Oh yeah, right, because it's 7 back and then
7 back. Actually, 23 yards.
23 yards.
It's on the 1 to the 15. That's 16 yards plus 7 yards back and I mean, I've been watching a lot of bantam football this year. I don't see a lot of kids making a 23-yard field goal.
You don't say. Yeah.
They have a hard enough time with converts, and they're doing it for like 10.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Oh,
yep. It's it's a learning process. Linda.
Well, I think if you're going to be a greasy touchdown showboat, you can hide a Sharpie in a goalpost in the end zone as well as you can at the goal line.
That's fair.
But I don't think, one of the arguments that the commish gave was, sight lines for television and fans and that. Like, you can't tell me with the technology that we've got now that you can't get a few more cameras, a few more highlights. That just sounded like garbage talk to me. So yeah, it's not my most hated rule change, but and for the economics of it, as you've all spoken to, it just doesn't seem, well, if not well thought out, it's certainly not been well explained.
Right. And I think it is a CFL only move and not the thought of all the other spots. So our friend Ryan Ballantyne, I don't know, do you have to disappear when I say that, Kayla, or you can just stay? I guess.
Oh no, my soul just left me. I'm still here though.
Oh, you're okay, great. Yeah. Okay.
It is the rapture.
He did. No idea, but still. So the one point that he made that makes and it goes along with what we were saying. So the Calgary Dinos play at McMahon Stadium.
Yep.
And so when the Stampeders adopt these changes, so does that mean that they have to move the goalposts every time for the Dinos to play, or does it mean that that dinos are now
U Sports
playing
are
on
going
this
to
new.
play the same field.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how
Why
that all
wouldn't
works.
they? Like, if
The-
they're playing Canadian
Yeah.
rules,
So
The university owns the stadium,
yes.
and so they'll do what they bloody well want. And
Yeah.
I think that the only bright light in this might be that McMahon might get some renovations, but,
no.
but I do.
Let's not talk crazy. Come on now. That would be like saying they'd get rid of the 55-yard line. Oh,
No.
right.
Well, wouldn't that mean too, like turfs, changing over turfs? And what if a college doesn't want to do that? And
Yeah,
so, like, I think the Alouettes, don't they?
Yeah,
have
they're at
McGill?
McGill.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So what if McGill was like, "Screw you, we're the Alouettes gonna play"?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's going to be an interesting one for sure. So,
Mhm.
anyway, those are the changes. We're going to talk more. Wow, we did almost a whole hour on that. Not that it
Holy
surprises me.
crap.
We had a lot of. It goes
There's a
by
lot of
fast.
passion there.
There is. And
But
I
how
am
do we
sure-
feel as a whole for making these changes?
I don't know.
Like
Whole
necessarily
doesn't feel
change
very
by
good about
change,
it.
but like
Okay.
if they had one or two gone, could you live with them?
Sorry.
If it was, we're going to keep it at 110 yards, but everything else happens, could you live with it?
I could.
Depending on that 3-minute warning, yes.
Right.
That's the thing. I mean, I think I can live with all of these things. I just need to know more details.
Right.
That we don't have yet. Right? Before I decide, oh, I really like this or I really don't like this.
Exactly.
I need more details.
Hmm.
So for the moment, I'm like, okay. I mean, yeah, other than missing the 55. Yeah, I could live with them. What about you, Mike?
Yeah. And again, I talked about how there have been so many changes over the years, right? Like we used to have 14 players aside. We used to have no forward pass. There was no blocking on returns, which we've watched games like that.
So
Touchdowns were worth only 5 points, and they bumped up to 6. There was no 2-point convert until 1975, which was 19 years before the NFL adopted it. Like we used to, set these things, and the NFL followed us, not the other way around. So I'm all for change, as long as it improves the game. And I haven't been convinced that all of them improve the game. Some of them, yes, I think they will.
Mhm.
That's what the 110 where just doesn't, to me, improve the game.
Right. That's fair. And I'm coming up with the only argument that I can. Which is that
But that doesn't
it's
improve the
late-
game.
No, but it improves the people watching it. It does, like it not
The 110
it
yards?
brings more. No, I meant like if you're able to expand, if you're
Yeah.
that's the problem. If it's the yard,
Yeah.
the field itself, the size of the field itself is the problem.
But-
And this can solve that problem, then maybe that's what it is. I
We
don't
danced around it a lot tonight, but the CFL doesn't exist in a vacuum. Like you're not just making the changes for the CFL. You're making it
course.
for Canadian football.
That's true.
So it's high school, it's college, it's minor football, it's junior football, it's all of these things. You're changing it for everybody. So because the CFL gets an extra stadium, does that improve it for the game of football in Canada? I don't see that.
Right. Okay. That's fair. Yeah. Now, well, there's a whole other conversation we can get to on whether the Board of Governors cares about that or not. But
Absolutely.
that's a whole ball of wax that I don't. That could be a 3-hour podcast on its own. So maybe we'll get to talking about other.
And now for our
disappointments.
guests. No.
The
The Board of Governors.
Yay. Exactly. Yeah. Welcome to the show. All right. Well, let's move on, shall we?
Yes.
Everyone ready to move on?
Yeah.
I don't know if this is a great segue, but here we go.
Game recap.
that Cy could not be more correct.
I was just gonna say that's how we're all feeling. It's a great segue.
It is exactly how I felt after the game on Saturday. I mean, back and forth battle, like
Yeah.
10 lead changes. It's pretty cool for a game. Unfortunately, another walk-off loss for the Elks.
Move the goalposts.
Correct. 2 weeks in a row, we would have totally won those games.
Right.
Maybe.
Change them
Well,
now.
you got to burn the
Maybe.
clock, 35 seconds.
That's right.
That burns an extra 25 seconds off.
Would have been great. 29-27, we lose to the Tiger Cats, putting our playoff hopes in massive jeopardy. They're hanging by a thread. It is all but mathematical at this particular moment.
We need a lot of help.
A lot of help on so many levels. We need a lot of help.
Can we just talk about the changes more?
So about that 55-yard line. Yeah, no. All right. Linda, let's start with you. What did you think about with this game?
You know, it's hard to think about anything but the dying moments.
Mm-hmm.
I even practiced. I even took notes. Honest to God, guys, I got nothing.
Okay. It's fair.
That's fair.
Yeah. That to watch it all happen again is
Groundhog Day.
And we've had it before.
Yeah,
So it
we've
brought back the icky feeling.
Yeah, 3 in a row last year by a walk-off. This time we're at 2 now.
Yeah.
Yay.
I just really next
fair.
speaker, please. That's
Okay. That's fair. Commissioner, what do you got for me?
I mean, you said it already, the back and forth, the 10 lead switches, like it was an exciting game. It kept me on my toes.
For everyone that's in us, yeah.
Sorry?
I said this was a great game for everyone that wasn't an Elks fan.
Well, yes, but we're not talking about the end of the game. We're just talking about, up until the last little bit. You see some shining lights like that hit by Jalen Williams.
Oh, yeah. That was quite the pop. Yep. And it was clean.
It was
quite
clean,
nice.
yeah. It was like perfectly timed. It was a gorgeous, gorgeous hit. But then you have that scary one on Arkell Smith where you just see his head go back and then he pops right up and then makes a great play. I like that kid. I like how he's advancing.
What is it with Arkell Smith? Isn't it like a third time he's been popped helmet to helmet this year? Yes. Like, it's poor guy. Jeez. Grow an inch, will you? You'll be better. Yeah. Holy.
He's a Power Ranger. Jeez.
That's what she said.
Yeah. Middle of the podcast. Okay. Sorry, Kayla. Go ahead.
Oh, no. So, I mean, it was an entertaining game to watch. You see some of the faults like that, those stupid turnovers by Cody and can we, I don't know, are we not giving him enough time? Is he holding on to the ball too long? It seems like there's just always those couple of plays that just it feels like they determine the game in that bloody last minute hit on the quarterback by Williams too. Other Williams.
Yeah.
It's just you're like you could have had this, and then the dumb things happen, and it's so infuriating because you're like, here we go again. Yeah. And I'm like trying to keep my cool at home and not screech to the heavens, but yet again, I screeched and God did not hear me. That's why I'm still here, y'all.
There was a lot of screeching.
Oh, it's just it's so frustrating.
No, not the, I was just gonna say not the drink, which would have been much better.
It's frustrating. I do want to know though, why kill him so spicy on the sidelines? Like after that, the penalty that went for us, he was still yapping in the ref's ear. I want to know what that was about. What was he so mad about? Seems like this is again another game where he just loses his cool a little bit. Don't know if I like that. I like the spiciness, but I don't know if I like you can be spicy, but
Don't
get it
beat-
over with. Like, stop beating a dead horse. Like, okay, we get it. Stop.
Way to beat the dead horse.
Or I don't know, whatever one you like to use. So I mean, yeah, like we looked like an overall better team, but the result is the same.
Yeah, very true. I agree with you. I think the season is getting to kill him a little. I mean, you can't blame him for being frustrated, but yeah, you kind of like, wow, that's a lot of passion on those sidelines. So interestingly enough, I mean, he's not yelling at a special teams coordinator, I guess. So we'll just go from
It's
there.
a good Alberta boy.
Yeah, exactly. Super fan, what do you got for this one?
Why does it
Deep
feel
sigh.
like we're playing not to lose at the end of games instead
Agreed.
of playing to win?
100%.
How many times are you just yelling at your TV or yelling at the sidelines from your seats? Like, you got to go for these. Like, it just feels like, well, it's a yard and a half. We'll just kick a field goal.
Yeah. That
was deja vu.
Yeah, that last one when they were on the 5-yard line.
Yeah.
And third and a yard and a half, wasn't it? And
Yeah.
it was, and as soon as they kicked it, I texted you and Paul and like, here we go again. We're going to lose by a field goal. We're going to lose by a walk-off.
Too much time on the clock.
Too much time on the clock. And you know what? Aggressively lose. Don't passively lose. Like, to me, that kicking the field goal there. And
if it was 3rd and 6, then yeah, you kick the field goal.
Sure. But I got into
one.
I got into a bit of like a conversation in the 3-down chat that it's like, well, but it gave them a lead. Yeah, by 1. Does nobody remember what happened 7 days ago?
Yeah.
Like
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Correct. So yeah, I cannot agree with you more, Mike. That they have to, and even if you don't get it at that point, you're asking your defense to stop Hamilton from driving 95 yards. No, 100 yards down the field to get like.
Yeah, I haven't shrunk it yet. It's just 100.
Yeah,
They'd already be in the parking lot in 2027.
That's very true. Yeah. So I just like I don't understand. I don't understand that call. And then the next draw, like we had the ball handed back to us by the Bo Levi not running for the first down and throws it to Brandon O'Leary Orange, who drops it.
Yeah.
And then we do nothing with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's again the run blocking. I just don't understand.
Yeah, it's
We were
frustrating.
so good at run block, and for someone who loves the run as much as I do, I don't understand run blocking at all. I am, I mean, I can't tell you the difference between gap blocking and zone blocking, but they've got to do something different because you've got a runner like Justin Rankin, you've got a runner like Javon Leake. Like, these are 2 premium rushers in this league. We should be just eating it up on the ground, and it's just like teams seem to be able to stop us when they're trying to make that gap happen in the offensive line against the D line.
Yeah, absolutely. And
I
thought the communication, by the offensive lineman this week was better for the pass blocking, but just not for the rush blocking. And I think that's where but I did think that the pass blocking, Cody had enough time. There wasn't, there's still times he hung on to it too long, but he did have enough time. And I don't feel like the pressure was the same, even with Hamilton's front 4 being, fairly good as they are. I did think that looked more smooth to me, but yeah. So, all right.
Well, didn't they still get 3 sacks on those?
Yeah. How many of those were he's holding the ball too long?
Well, that's
all
what
3
I mean.
of them.
That's
all
what I
3 of
mean.
them was holding onto the ball too long.
Yeah.
Because I
That's
remember
stated.
texting Mike and being, when is he going to learn to throw the ball away? Like,
Right. But
you're a
it
veteran
seems like
quarterback. Throw the ball away.
what is he, 21 of 29? Like, it's okay to go under 80%.
Yeah, it's okay.
You know, you can have a game where you're at 59% if we're winning the game.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Throw it away.
for
Why-
sure.
yeah. And it almost seems
I-
like too, they're not really like time managing the game. It's almost
Yeah.
like they're just looking at what play can we do next, rather than looking at the damn clock and seeing what you need to play in order to keep it going.
Need 6 yards, throw it for 4. Love it.
Well, maybe it's that 20-second clock just giving them too much time to kick tires.
That's fair.
I
Give 'em
sense a
35.
theme for the rest of this year on how these recaps are going to
Just
go.
one?
Yeah,
Just one. Could
No,
be a few
all-
years.
yeah, it'll be a few years. I do want to give a shout out though to Cordell Jackson at safety. I thought he played safety
Yeah.
very well. Thought he did a really good job, and Dublanco, he was
Yeah, great.
everywhere on that field, everywhere. So
And he was awesome on the TSN panel too.
he
Like,
was
I want
great.
that guy talking a lot more.
Yeah.
Well, after he plays.
But he was on the Veils after the game, the post game.
He was great.
Yep,
He was worth that first overall pick, let me tell you.
Yep.
Yes.
100%, totally worth it. I didn't want another first overall pick, but I was happy that we have Blanco to have it. Yes. So, all right, let's move on from there.
Please,
We need to get out of there. Before we go to Hoard and Tell, we have another guest to join on to the podcast this evening.
Outstanding.
Because one of our very good friends who was able to join us a little bit later on here, because he was, of course, attending his own son's football, bringing into the show from Pay It Forward with Football, Quentin Eberts. How are you, my friend?
Good evening, everybody. I'm doing great. How
Good
are
day.
all the awesome people doing tonight?
Doing well. We're glad you could jump on here to join us briefly. I wanted to give you some time to talk about the wonderful Pay It Forward event that is coming up here in October.
Yeah, we're super excited. It's hard to believe actually that this is our third annual what we call an evening with Pay It Forward with Football and Friends, and this one we're kind of entitling the subtitle of Legends of the Game. And so it's happening on Saturday, October 4th. It's going to be at the Sandman Hotel on Stone Plain Road. And this year we're excited because our friends at Chop are going to be doing the catering. So we're looking forward for some good food. And so how it works is it's kind of a town hall forum where we have a couple of former players that come and talk about what football was like for them. And also now they're going to be talking a bit about what life after football looks like. So super excited about that. There's going to be a silent auction as always. So we have some really cool items up for bid. With that, we have our friend Lucas Barrett, who is the VP of Communications with the CFL, is a big supporter of ours. So he always helps us out when it comes to silent auctions. So there's going to be some cool silent auction items. Yeah, so we're really excited. It's on, like I said, Saturday, October 4th. And which is coming up pretty quick. Hard to believe.
Yeah, crazy, right?
Got my tickets this week, so I'm happy.
Yes.
So, Quentin, we want everybody to show up to this because we love what you guys do. But who are your guests this year? Because I feel like that may draw some more people in.
Yes, so it's crazy. So like I said, this is our third year, and each year we have the event. We're like, oh, how can this get any better, right? This cannot get any better. We were fortunate to have Mookie Mitchell in the past, Eugene Lewis, Aaron Grimes. Last year we had the Godfather, Dwayne Mandrusiak. He brought the house down. It was a very emotional talk that he gave, and so this year we have CFL Hall of Famers Henry Gizmo Williams and Brian Kelly coming to our event. So super excited about that. We're going to hear some cool stories, and it's going to be a great night. So we're excited as always. It's going to be amazing.
Is Brian Kelly coming? Like, is he running in right off the Iron Man right to the stage, or is he just
So we were told that he might be late because his plane is landing at 5:30. So
I'll
yeah,
just cycle in. It'll be great.
All
yeah,
right.
and our event starts at 7. So, man, we're fortunate to have the support from the Elks as always. And whenever we do things like this, it's never a second thought. It's very much, how can we help? Leave it with us. We'll do what we can to help you out. And when they told us that it was going to be Gizmo and Brian Kelly, we couldn't be happier. It was, sometimes we kind of put together a sort of a wish list as to the players that we'd like to attend, and this year it was they hit it out of the park for sure.
Oh, that's
Amazing.
outstanding.
Mhm.
We should make sure as well to let everyone know that one our favorites, Dave and Morley will be there as well, and
Yes.
so
Legends of the game.
hosting duties.
Yes.
Good friends of the show, and of course the wonderful voice of your Edmonton Elks, Morley Scott, Dave Campbell will be there to help you guys along as well. So that's awesome that they can come to
Absolutely.
do that too.
Yeah, no, it's the same thing with them. Again, I can't say enough about David Morley and 888 Ched in general. I put out the cry for help, and in short order, the response is, what time, where do we need to be? We're in, right? And so it's pretty remarkable that way. We're very fortunate to have that, and they have their own stories as well that they're going to be sharing as well, and sort of behind the scenes stuff. And what's awesome about Dave and Morley is we don't give them a script. We don't even really give them a path of where to take things. They do it all on their own. And I mean, they're pros, right? It's just what they do. And so they're gonna make sure that the evening goes smoothly, and it'll be a good time.
Outstanding. So Quentin, where does everybody get their tickets for this wonderful event?
Yeah, so tickets are $60, and what's important to note is every single dollar that we raise goes directly back to pay it forward with football. So I always tell people, when you see us posting about families that are going to games and things like that, that directly comes from the support of people, right, in the events that we run. We're looking to grow. We're looking to get into more, getting more kids playing football now that we have our own son, Tennyson, playing. So it's sort of coming near and dear to our heart to do that. So there's 2 ways you can get tickets. One is through our website, so p4wfb.com. And there's a link there to get tickets. The easier way is just send us an e-transfer to payitforwardwithfootball@gmail.com. And then we'll flip you your e-tickets. Usually within 24 hours, we can get those tickets out to you. And the other thing too that I wanted to say is we get a lot of people that reach out saying, hey, I live in Calgary, or I'm in Winnipeg, or I'm in the US. I can't come to this event, but how can I help? And the answer is, if you want to buy a ticket and you can't come, just put the word donate in the subject line, and we will give it to somebody who would like to come to the event but can't afford to do that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, that's amazing.
As well. So yeah, so there's ways that people can help as well for that.
Oh, fantastic. Do you have other ways for people just to participate, like through your website and things like that too?
Yeah. So when it comes to the games itself, so for those who don't know how Pay It Forward works, so we send people to Edmonton Elks games who might not necessarily have the means to on their own. And how we do that is we ask people to send us nominations of somebody who they feel should get to go to a game. So and it's a very simple way to do that. You go into our website. There's a little tab on there that says action. You click on that and you can nominate somebody. You can actually pick which game you'd like them to go to. And it's just a little blurb a little bit about the person and the family and why you think they should go. And then we go through that list and we pick somebody, and it's kind of cool because it's, we live in a time where sort of people are, it's not the best of times, and people are really looking out for themselves. So to see a scenario where somebody's actually taking the time to think about somebody else is kind of the coolest part about it. So that's the easiest way to do that. And then we go through the list. We send somebody to a game, and a lot of times it's the first game ever for a family that they've ever been to Commonwealth Stadium. So, which is always cool to see because we've all been there hundreds, if not thousands of times probably. So to see somebody do that the first time is pretty cool. So it's we're pretty proud of it, and the people that we get to meet is probably the coolest part about it.
Wow, it's we say this at the end of every show, is that support Pay It Forward with football, because what they do is spread kindness, and this world needs more of that. And so I'm so glad that this event is happening, and I feel
Mhm.
everybody should jump in and grab their tickets or donate tickets for somebody else to go. I think it's just a great event that helps to, again, just help spread kindness. And if anybody has met Quentin and Sam, that's what they do, and it's awesome to have that come out through Pay It Forward with football. So
How long can you buy tickets until? Right up to the event date, or is there a closing date?
There'll probably be a cutoff date a couple days before, and the only reason for that is for the menu side of things. They're going to want a hard
Right.
number,
Yeah.
pretty close to. So I'd say anytime up to probably the second, maybe the Thursday before. Yeah, that should be fine. Yeah, absolutely. And then we got a lot of space. We have a big space rented, so we could really put a lot of people in there if we want to. And but it is kind of cool because it is kind of an intimate thing, right? And and once you hear the speeches and then after the sort of formal part's done, that's when sort of the magic happens, because that's when the players start walking around. You can have those one-on-one conversations and grab a bite to eat or a drink or whatever, and that's when you hear the truth start to come out at that point. So,
Yeah.
and it is important to note that this is an 18 and up event, so this one is just for the adults and something for us old school kids to take part in and enjoy.
Oh, old school kids. I'm going to use that from now on. I am an old school kid. That's outstanding. Quentin, you want to hang around to do the game preview and pick'ems with us?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. I'd be happy to.
Okay.
Yeah, you bet.
All right. Well, before we do that, Superfan, you all set to have some fun?
Oh, let's try this.
All right.
It's time for Lord and Tell.
Ooh, nobody wants me on there. There's the Superfan.
There it is.
Go. Wonderful. All right. I am ready when you are.
Excellent. So I got a bunch of things to sort of talk about this week. It's a little bit of this, a little bit of that. The first thing I'll talk about is something that is especially near and dear to my heart. When I was a kid, I loved collecting sports cards, trading cards. And this last week, the CFL Upper Deck released the CFL 2025 set. So that is now available at all the stores. I have a little team set here to show the important cards. So there are 12 cards in the base set for the Elks. I just go through them. Something unique about this set this year. See if you can spot it. So here we go. There's the first card. There's McLeod, Bethel Thompson. There we have Elliot Brown.
Yes. Very good.
Here we have Hergy Mayala.
Oh, that's so funny.
Spotting anything
3 out
yet?
of 3 still not on the team. Yep.
That's
Mhm.
right. Hey, look, it's Eugene Lewis.
Hey. Wow.
Wow.
Now, I don't know why he's doing it in here, but we have Niles Morgan.
Oh, hey, he's still on the team. That's cool.
Weird.
Yeah.
Kevin Brown.
Kevin Oh my.
Martez Ivy.
Ivy. Okay, well, he's still on the team.
There's a second
so
person
there
on the team. Hey, someone, thank God, is back on the team. Mr.
Hey,
Julian.
Julian.
That could have been dangerous. Wearing a different number, Mr.
Oh.
Cordell Jackson.
Yes.
On the team, but not necessarily on the field. Our good friend Noah Curtis.
Noah
Yeah.
Curtis out still.
And then
injured.
a couple of cards they have called season standouts. We have another Eugene Lewis.
Okay.
And last but certainly not least,
Nick Anderson.
there we go. So that's the basic set. They have regular cards, which have a little, they're sort of gray in the background. That's probably a bad one to use here. On the bottom there, you can see the little stripe is gray beside the Cordell Jackson name. They have gold cards. Here's an example of a gold card where it's sort of gold at the bottom.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
These are called parallels. Here, we'll just use the same player, make it nice and easy. They have deluxe cards, which are blue and are numbered out of 250.
Oh, okay.
Or you can get an exclusive, which are green at the bottom and numbered out of 100.
Oh, wow.
Don't have any examples yet. There's high gloss, which are numbered out of 10. And then we have autograph cards.
Oh wow! You have them all with Noah Curtis. That's
I've got a
crazy.
lot of the other ones. Yeah, these are the ones that just came in today. There's also jersey cards and auto jersey cards. So that was kind of fun. I thought coming in, it's a little odd that it's coming out in mid to late September, and there's 7 of the 11 players didn't play for this team this year. But you know, they only had 70 months to figure it out. So then I picked up a few other things here, and this one's kind of fun. There's a gamer.
Oh, look at that!
Ooh.
So, yeah. See if anyone can sort of guess what year this might be from. What era?
It's got 70,
Slide.
77.
No, it's going to be. They didn't introduce the outlines of the numbers. There we go. Introduce the outlines of the numbers until 87.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. Okay, I'm way off.
Much
Okay.
later. This is Speedline, is the manufacturer of the jersey, which they didn't come in until the late 80s, early 90s. So it's 88. It was at 88 to 92, I think, or 89 to 92.
Okay.
There we
No
go.
idea who that is.
It's a receiver.
Oh.
75.
Still-
All right.
Still not
Here
coming.
we
It's
go.
not, it's not going to be that.
Nope.
Oh,
Oh, Mazzotti. Wow.
Christian Mazzotti, a 1-year wonder. So
One year
that's a gamer. He was here for just the 1 year. It's got lots of great wear on it, which I love.
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have a Speedline jersey in the collection, so it was great to finally get one. So yeah, big thanks to my friend Dave for that one.
Awesome.
And now the last couple of things. I've got some pictures here.
Yep.
Maybe you can put up the first one there.
The oldest one?
The one with the 3 people in it.
Oh, yes. Okay.
There we go. So this is the 1960 Miss Grey Cup pageant. For those who
Nice.
don't know, from 1951 to 1991, there was a Miss Grey Cup pageant with a representative from every team entering. Miss Edmonton first won in 1955. In 1960 was the second time, and that is the woman in the middle, Mary Jo Powell. She recently passed, and a couple of these things are from her own collection, and a big thank you to her. Now, if you look in this picture, you can see the person on the, I guess, our right holding that bobblehead doll. And then Mary Jo is holding on to a little doll there. Can you see that one there?
Mhm.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, you can go back to me now.
Excellent.
And it looks a lot like that.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
I mean, those are spaghetti legs.
Those
I'm just
are-
saying.
that's amazing.
So this is the doll in that photo that she got as for winning Miss Grey Cup, or it might have been from Miss Edmonton Eskimo at the time.
Wow.
Still in
Wow.
absolutely
Aw.
incredible shape. And then if we look at the second photo,
Yes.
so there she is being awarded the Miss Grey Cup 1960 trophy, or what, sash. So you can go to me now.
Dang, she's got legs like the doll.
She does,
Oh,
and it looks a lot like that.
Oh, cool.
Wow. Very cool.
1960 Miss Grey Cup sash. So this is the sash again in that photo that she wore that year, representing us.
Was that Grey Cup in Winnipeg?
No, they didn't have a lot of Grey Cups in
Oh.
Winnipeg in 1960. I think that might have been in Vancouver. That was the
Okay.
year that we played Ottawa and lost in the Grey Cup. It was the last one featuring Jackie Parker and Normie
Oh,
Kwong
wow.
and Rolly
Okay.
Miles, Johnny Bright. But yeah,
Wow.
so again, very, very cool items. One of a kind, to say the least.
No kidding.
And I am beyond grateful to have those in the collection, because that's not every day that you can have something that belongs to someone who was represented your city and your sport so well.
Unbelievable. That is awesome. Oh, man. That's amazing.
Tear to the eye. That's amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding.
1960 was a good year.
It was a good year. It was a good year, other than the end of the, I guess. But the
Yeah,
rest
well,
of
you
the-
know.
yeah, exactly. All right, so we're gonna get into this week's game, which means it's a home game, which means there is a tailgate, super fan.
Yes, there is.
Oh, what are we having at the tailgate?
What are we having? Because our good friends, the Saskatchewan Rough Riders, in town. So we've got to have some watermelon in there. And what goes better with watermelon on a nice hot fall day than some pizza dogs?
Absolutely. So tailgate will open around 2:00.
Yep.
So come down and join us for some pizza dogs and watermelon slices. And of course, if we're talking about tailgate, I guess we know what time it is now. First down, this beer. Now, see, even Quentin laughed at that one this time, Linda. I saw him. I saw him. All right, what do you got?
Warning to Quentin on the kindness factor. I might be a little off dial on this one. Normally, I'm pretty nice. Okay. So, CFL rule changes. Sorry, I'm going back. But
Okay.
I work with boards, and I've been thinking a lot about this. And I think that the only way that Commissioner Johnston got unanimous approval from the Board of Governors on all of these changes was because he offered everyone a fat tug. So, yeah, Fat Tug is a 7% ABV West Coast IPA from Driftwood Brewing in Victoria. It is delicious. Hoppy, malt balance. This has been the gold standard in a West Coast IPA for me for a long time. And seriously, as a woman who's been told, this is 6 inches, I can only think, my spatial awareness is pretty sketchy. And so the commissioner's thinking 110, they won't even notice if we take her down to 100. Fool me once. We're gonna notice, okay? So this beer has intense hop profile, grapefruit, mango, melon, passion fruit. Again, a taste I can't detect, but they say it's there. Supported by Pilsner and crystal malt, so you get a nice, clear, light straw gold color. This goes well with pungent cheeses and spicy food, so I'm thinking alongside a tailgate menu of, pizza dogs and watermelon.
Yes.
This is a winner. So, Fat Tug, because sometimes you just need to get your own way, right, Commissioner Johnston?
And what's better than a tailgate than a Fat Tug? Wait, that's... Yeah.
So, not to be overshadowed by all the other good news this week in the league, the other green team shows up this weekend. Can it get any better? Well, they're coming, and we need to be vigilant. We need to be on the lookout for Sasquatch.
Nice.
That's right. Sasquatch West Coast IPA. This is from Paddockwood Brewery in Saskatoon. A little bit darker, same style as Fat Tug, a little bit darker in color, which is fine.
Oh, yeah.
Still perfect for the style. Citrus and pine, which you'd expect. Clean, dry finish, very refreshing at 5.8 ABV.
Ooh.
And like the previous one, should pair well with pizza dogs and watermelon. Now, I was planning to do an educational spot on Oktoberfest, but I feel like the show's maybe gone on long and I can park that one.
Okay, we can. Well, can we do that next week?
Sure.
Oh, wait, no. It's a bye week next
There's a
week.
bye week.
Yeah, okay.
You will miss Oktoberfest. So.
Oh,
We would miss it?
Well, you will miss me talking about it, but that doesn't mean you'll miss it.
Okay. Well, you can talk about it. Go ahead.
Well,
What's about
all right.
Oktoberfest? It's that time of year. Come on.
Well, it
We've
is.
gone this long. Might as well have that.
Okay, so educational spot then. Sorry, guys. Thanks
That's-
for your indulgence.
apologize.
Not
I'm
a
already drinking the beers, so it's not like I can save them till next time. So, in October of 1810, Bavaria's king declared a 2-day festival to celebrate the wedding of his son, Prince Ludwig, who we know on the pod as Ken, and then Princess Therese. So free beer and food were offered at various locations around Munich, and they had carnivals and horse races and music and dancing, and the spectacle was a huge hit. And it turned into a demonstration of national unity as much as it was a wedding. And it was such a hit that the royal family and the citizens of Munich decided they would hold a similar celebration the next year and every year after that. And eventually the celebration got lengthened and got pushed back in the calendar to deal with better weather. So if you're seeing parallels to Grey Cup, it's just like that. A one-day game turns into a multi-day festival rife with national pride and a carnival-like atmosphere, and dirty big piles of beer are drank. And we take advantage of better weather. So 200 years later, Oktoberfest continues in Munich. The last 2 weeks of September and the first week of October, with attendance of 7 million people.
Whoa!
Wow.
Really?
I've not yet been one, but hey, bucket list, right?
I was just gonna ask. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, no, I've not been. But one of the educational pieces is for your beer to be served at Oktoberfest, it has to be brewed within Munich city limits. And only 6 breweries qualify for that.
Wow.
And so I brought two of the 6. This is a Polaner Oktoberfest beer. So it's a sparkling gold fest beer. It's on flat while I'm sitting here. And this is the most served beer at Oktoberfest. This brewery also brews a darker version, a Marzen, which is also acceptable for Oktoberfest. And it's delicious.
Okay.
There, I just proved it.
Okay.
And the other one is from Hofbrau, and this is also an Oktoberfest beer. This one is slightly sweeter, clean, crisp finish. Actually like that one a bit better. So Prost. And for those non-beer people, I noticed that Partake has a alcohol-free amber Oktoberfest beer, which I didn't get my hands on, but it brings together all the German elements that you would expect, including some cinnamon and nutmeg, non-alcoholic, gluten-free, vegan-friendly, and kosher, just 30 calories. So there's no reason not to do your own Oktoberfest. Get your Papa on, even if you are not a beer drinker. So I'm hoping the Elks have some Papa on Saturday. Go team. That's it.
Bravo.
Fantastic. That's amazing. I love learning from you, Linda. This is such
great.
I just would never know this otherwise. It's
Hey,
awesome.
What's your favorite brewery in Calgary again?
Well, it bounces between establishment and annex, and they're right next door to each other.
Okay.
Okay.
Easy.
But there are a lot of good breweries in Calgary.
Yeah, there's a lot of good breweries everywhere. And that's why we have you to lead us through to get to the right stuff. All right, let's talk about this week. Now that we know what we're eating and drinking, we can talk about the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the game preview.
All right, this should be a fairly easy one, I think. Riders are in town. It looks like it's going to be another big crowd, which is outstanding.
Yes.
It's this Saturday. The game is at 5. Tailgate is at 2. Riders are coming off of a bye week. And so we're just thinking this has got to be a trap game for them.
Rusty.
Sure. Right. That's got to be it. What are we watching for in this game? Commissioner, I will start with you.
Good Lord. I feel like we've kind of established like all the things that we need to watch for are just like repeats every single game.
It's fair.
Oh my gosh.
Is there a good comment, Mike? That was a good laugh. Yeah, good.
No.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, I was just funny. Oh, that's
Yes.
a nice pleasure every once in a while. Thanks. Honestly, like I I didn't even think about this with the loss and then the changes. I haven't even thought about this game, to be quite honest. So, like you said, with them coming off the bye, I would just hope that the coaching staff can come up with something a little bit more gustorific, something different, not so conservative, not so safe. Go for it. What do you have to lose now? Like, mathematically, let's be honest. Like, we're probably not going to make the postseason, but there's a chance. There's a chance. No, I don't care anymore. I don't care about luck, jinxes. Bring it on, because nothing else can go. Well, I don't care anymore. I don't care. If you need luck to win a game, then screw you. Get better. Do better. Anyway, time management.
I thought
Time management and some gusto. Like, I don't know. Give it all you got. Do something different, for the love of God. I'm bored.
Yeah, basic.
Title of the podcast.
Yeah, boring.
I'm bored. Yeah. Okay. Pleasant mode on. Oh, that's outstanding. FYIP. That's right. Super fan. What are you watching for in this game?
Well, the last time Saskatchewan did play, I seem to recall Montreal had a pretty good plan for them. Obviously, different personnel package in the defensive secondary there, but Stevie Scott had 125 yards rushing.
Yeah.
I mean, given the two, I would rank the tank over Stevie Scott any day. Yeah. So who knows? Maybe we'll see some extra yards. You know what I want to see? I want to see a rushing yard that a rush in this game by Rankin that won't be able to be beaten ever starting in 2027.
Okay. 110-yard rush, right?
101 plus.
Right. Then we're okay. I like this. I like that. That's a great thing to watch for. Weird that you're watching the running game though. You don't usually pay attention, but
I don't usually, but
yeah,
quite
today
strange.
I'll
figure it out one day.
Quentin, what are you watching in this game?
I am really hoping that we end the game on Saturday on offense. I think it's I think we need to have the killer instinct. I think you look at last week, you give a Hall of Fame quarterback a ball with a minute left with a chance to win the game. That is never going to work out. Ever.
Very true.
Right? So, be in a spot where we have a chance to get the ball at the end of the game and win the game on offense. Because I do think it's going to be a close game. I think it's going to be, it's going to be back and forth. But, yeah, make the right calls, make the right decisions that, if we're going to lose, we're going to lose. But if we're going to win, it's going to be on our terms, right? So finish the game on offense. That's what I'm looking for.
As it turns out, even a second string or third string quarterback, if they have a minute left in the game, no, we don't want them holding the ball. We want to be holding the ball. So
100%.
I want the last person holding the ball to be our punter as he's holding it for the kicker.
Yes.
Kick that point after.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
We do have a special guest watching, everyone's favorite Toronto Argonaut.
Oh, really? Oh, J-Min. Oh,
Hi, J-Min.
6'6". We miss you. 6'6". Yeah. I was. It was like 2 weeks ago. It was like, oh, we got sacked. Oh wait, it was J-Min. Oh, okay, that's kind of okay.
Hard to laugh.
Yeah, I can. Okay. Yeah. Love you, 6'6". Linda, what are you watching for in this game?
Well, I think with Saskatchewan, and you know what, like everything I watch on the field, I'm going to watch again. I still want our defense to be doing the thing, and I want our special teams to do that thing, and I would like some more running, and I would like passes longer than 4 yards. I love what you said, Mike, about you can go to 59% accuracy if we're winning. Like,
yeah,
why don't we give that a go? Like, don't worry about your stats. Like let's get some points. Killer instinct. I've heard that for a couple of weeks. I want some of that too. I'm also going to be watching for, sadly, things not to get too greasy, between plays and at the end of the game. I think when the Riders are in town, there's always the potential to get greasy. We managed to be in Greece the last couple of weeks with teams that we're not usually that way with. So I feel like discipline, watching out for penalties, shutting your big yap, these would all be good things going into the game. And I include you, Demetrius Maxey.
You know what? We have had a run, haven't we? So I agree with you. I was going to mention penalties is obviously an important one. I know for me, I agree with Mike. I want to see them use that running game, but I mostly agree, Kayla, with what you were saying. I just want to see aggressive, especially in the fourth quarter. We need to be aggressive. Let's leave it on the field, and get out there and let your fans be happy with you being aggressive to try and win and not try to not lose. So
let's go full Gallagher on these guys.
Full
smash those watermelons.
Not everybody gets that right. It took me
a
second, but I did pick it up. Yeah, that was pretty good. All right, we need to get into our pick'ems because this show is quite long, but still, it's amazing. Let's get to there.
You get a point, and you get a point, and you get a point. It's pick'em. It's pick'em.
All right, so put your Elks prop bets into the chat. Quentin, you are our guest this evening, so once we have all the prop bets up, you can pick which prop bet we will go with this week, and I will set the line, and we'll have some fun with that. But before we do that, we've got a few other things to chat about, a few other games to chat about, starting with Calgary visiting Montreal. A big game there for the Calgary. Still don't know if Vernon Adams is going to be playing in that game or not. Still don't know if Davis Alexander makes his return this week or not. So early in the week for us to be trying to make this pick. But Kayla, you get to start first.
Wasn't PJ also injured?
PJ Walker?
Yeah.
They did have to bring back Logan Bonner, so maybe Bonner starts.
Oh, dear.
I'm kidding. I have no idea. I don't know who it would be.
Oh.
It might be Quincy Vaughn because he's the quarterback sneaker. So who knows?
Well, I know Davis Alexander was taking reps, right? I think, or some.
Yep.
Was on the field. Yes. Oh, Montreal.
The funny thing is, Ken said that Stamps signed Bonner yesterday, and in our 3-down chat, it was like bigger news today: CFL rule changes or Bonner being re-signed by Calgary. I'm not sure. It was close. Yeah. All right, you're gonna go with Montreal there, Kayla.
Yeah.
All right, Sir Mike.
Well, this is an interesting little bit of info about Davis Alexander.
He was with the ones today. Okay. I thought that was going to happen.
Yeah. Even if it wasn't, I was still going for Montreal to take this one. I loved that last game they played against Saskatchewan. Not this last game, but the game they played against Saskatchewan. That was so much fun to watch. So I'm hoping they can do it again. Help a brother out.
Yeah, absolutely. Quentin?
Yep, I think Montreal is getting healthy at the right time, and Jason Moss just has those guys believing like I haven't seen in a long time. I think Montreal's they're gonna walk all over him this week for sure.
Ooh, okay, fantastic.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be a statement game.
All right, Linda.
Des Alouettes.
Wow, even a song for it. That's amazing.
No.
That's good.
It's the beer talking.
There is a whole song.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm sure.
For years, our Montreal fan friends would phone us after every Montreal TD and sing us the whole song. I just gave you a segment.
Keep drinking those beers. We'll expect the
teaser.
full one by the end.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's a clean sweep across the board because I am also going with Montreal in this game.
As you should.
Of course. Next, the next game we have is Toronto visiting British Columbia. Headed out to Vancouver. This should be an interesting one. Superfan, what you got?
I still have the 3 time zone rule. Anytime a team travels 3 time zones, whether it's BC out east or the east to BC, it almost never goes well for the traveling team. So it's interesting. We had a lot of chatter from Nathan Rourke about the rules and the counterpoint from Nick Arbuckle about the rules. So kind of fitting that these 2 guys are facing each other. I'm going to go with the Canadian kid and say BC takes it.
All right. Isn't Arbuckle still out? Probably Daggy
All right. Yeah.
again. Yeah,
That's right.
exactly. Yeah,
That's fine.
I think BC defense can find a way to stop Daggy.
Yeah, well,
No one else.
someone's good.
Daggy. Yeah. Quentin, who do you got in this one?
I am also going to go with the BC Lions. I think I agree with Mike's point about the time difference. I think that's a big factor. And Toronto's just an easy team not to like at the current state. So, I think BC takes this for sure.
Awesome. Linda.
Come on and roar, you lions, roar. That's what
I
a
love
lion's
song.
roar is for.
Written by a good Edmonton girl, that song.
Yeah, outstanding.
Indeed.
All right, fair enough. I am also picking the BC Lions because they're on a roll. They put up 50 on the supposed best defense in the league. I'll give that one to BC. Kayla.
I just want to be different, but I can't. Like, wow. Sweep it.
All right. I did figure that this last one might get some different answers. We'll see. Hamilton visiting Winnipeg with their excellent starting quarterback, fullback, whatever you want to call him. Quentin, who do you got in this one?
This is going to be close. I think it's going to be a tight game. I'm going to say Hamilton is going to pull off a squeaker.
All right. They seem to be doing that as of late. Linda?
Winnipeg is going to pull off a squeaker.
Oh, really? Interesting. All right. See, I knew we'd get some differences on this. I am going with the Tiger Cats against the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. Kayla.
Just the way you said that.
I did it on purpose.
The Winnipeg Blue Bombers.
That's right.
Yeah. I am also going with the Ticats against the Winnipeg Blue Bombers.
Well, how am I supposed to catch you when you keep picking the same damn teams as me?
Well, stop reading my mind.
All right, fine. Oh, God. All right. Superfan?
First of all, I just had to put this in the chat there.
Timu Tebow. Krista Shreveler equals Timu Tebow. That's outstanding.
That is outstanding. I love those cats, those Tiger Cats.
Sorry.
I don't think it's going to be that close. I think Hamilton's going to really lay the boots to them.
Oh, we shall see. All right. So now we need a prop bet. Superfan, what do we have in the chats for?
We did have a few in there. Not as many as I was hoping here.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. All right. Ken, first up. Elks rushing yards. That has been a very up and down number.
Sure has.
By the way, what is
total Elks rushing yards? Like out of anybody?
Oh, I would think so.
All right.
I mean, I don't believe Cody got the
he did not. It was the
16?
under. He got 16 and
what are the standings, by the way?
The line was 19.5.
I know, but what are the standings so far?
All right, shut up, Mike. Fine, I'll talk about the standings. Kayla is 40-22.
Ugh,
Still incredible. Yeah.
Yeah.
no.
Mike, you are 36 and 26.
Hmm.
And I am 32 and 30. So, like I said, I'm not catching any one of you this week.
I swear though that
Well,
Cody
we
Fisher,
still
I was watching his rushing yards and he was at 16 and then he made a run and they didn't count it and I was like, what the heck?
No,
Yes,
he did
I
not.
watched it happen.
He did not.
Did he
Don't
also have a
gaslight me.
negative yarding?
I was going to say he ran it, but didn't get past the line of scrimmage. That's the
No, he
difference. Yeah,
did.
16 yards. Yeah. All right.
I'm in denial forever.
You can
That's
be
fair.
that. Yeah. I mean, you can sit in your wrongness. That's fine. I don't
I will.
Okay. Excellent. Okay. Elks rushing yards. What else do we have? Superfan?
Okay, our good friend Leanne wants total turnovers for Edmonton.
For Edmonton. Okay. Okay. All right. That's an interesting one as of late. Yes. Okay. Do we have any others?
We have one more from our good friend Jerry.
Oh my. Yes. Jerry always has kicking, right? How many field goals?
Better.
Better.
Oh.
Okay. I'm ready.
How many rouges do all 4 kickers combined kick for as a big FU to Stuart Johnson?
Oh my. All yeah, fat tug.
How many
Okay.
rouges?
Do all 4 kickers combined kick? Oh my.
Hunters, place kickers. Yeah.
Okay. Anything. Okay. So okay. So Quentin, you get to pick one of those prop bets. Which one would you like to pick?
Let's do total rouges in the game. I like it.
Amen.
Total rouges. All right.
Yeah.
I am loving this.
I have no idea how to set this line. Like none at all. I'm
I think I've got an idea of a line.
gonna go with
Is
2.5.
it
Yep.
the 55?
55 rouges.
Well, the 55-yard line. That's
Oh,
the line.
I'll pick the under. I'm gonna go with total
2.5.
rouges at 2.5 rouges. So over or under. Who's first? Linda, you're first.
I would love to think that the players are as engaged as we are about this, but they might not be. Still,
might not be.
I'm going over because
You
All
do
right.
it. Woo!
Well done. Well
Yeah.
done. I am also going to go over on this one just for fun. Kayla,
Here, I'll go under. How about that? You happy?
not really, because you're probably going to be right and I'm going to be wrong. And Superfan, what do you
Yeah.
got?
I was going to set it at 1.5. It was me and go adjust it over but at 2. So I'm going to go, it's 2.5. I'll go under.
All right. I hope I beat you both. Okay. And Quentin?
I am also going to go under.
Under. Okay. All right. So this will be in total rouges in the game. Well done.
It was over
Great,
under. It was
great
under.
prop bet there, Jerry. I liked that one. So that was funny. All right. We'll get a couple of plugs in here before we get into some overtime chats. First, I don't know if you know about this one, but please follow our friends at Pay It Forward with Football, and make sure that you are going to their festival, or what do we call it? Night of football. What do you call it again, Quentin? Sorry.
Yeah, an evening with Pay It Forward with Football and friends.
And friends. That's right. October 4th. Grab your
Friends.
tickets. P4WFB.com.
Bang on, yeah, 100%. Yeah,
Well
bet.
you got
done.
it.
I didn't even read it. I still
if
got
you
that.
use the words, the internets will find you anyway.
That's true.
Fair. Yeah, you could
That
probably
is
do it.
true.
You could do it that way too. Quentin, what if people want to just follow you? Where do they find you?
They can follow me at Q Eberts, EBERTZ on Twitter, and also on Instagram. And all our social handles are at P4WFB as well.
Fantastic. Outstanding. Thank you for joining us to talk about that. And I hope we get a whole bunch more tickets coming this week for you.
Appreciate it. Appreciate you guys. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Linda, where does everybody find you?
On Insta at TrueBrew42.
Outstanding. Commissioner?
On Twitter at Duchess Lombardi.
Excellent. And super fan.
You can find me at 56 Parkies. Well, not on Facebook right now, but and apparently I got shadow banned. And at the Edmonton Football History account at EDMHISTOREE.
My goodness, what have you been up to?
Yeah, well, that Mike, he's a devil. Make sure you follow me at Freepalicious. You can find all of my 3 down stories there, but also, of course, follow the show at the Turf District. Join in the huddle. Lots of good chats. I did get some good responses through Blue Sky watching the game when we were for Hamilton. So thank you for all of that. And hopefully we can do that more on those road games. Of course, when it's a home game, the chances of me looking at my phone other than at West of us are pretty minimal. So I'm sure we will chat after the game. So make sure that we get into that. Reminder, it is a bye week next week. So we will also be taking a short bye and we will be back the week after to set up more games and have a little more fun. And we will recap this game this coming weekend.
A big win.
Yep. Well,
Did
I
you-
was told I'm not allowed to say that anymore because it never pans out. So we're just going to talk about the game. In
You
2
shadow
weeks.
ban Linda?
I did not. She did that herself. I didn't do anything. All right. So for Quentin and Linda and Commissioner Kayla and Superfan Mike, I'm Andrew. Remember, you can't catch footballs with your face, and we will absolutely talk to you next week.
Don't go anywhere. It's overtime.
Wow, I'm out of practice for overtime. I was not prepared for doing that properly. Oh well, whatever. We're here.
Apparently have a 2-hour P limit. Sorry, I just
That's just fine. That's
it was
just
like
fine.
no more chit chat.
That's a good. You know what? Hey, you're drinking the beer for us. It's bound to happen. It's all good. Quentin, if you want to hang around, that's awesome. If you can't, we totally understand. We're just going to be talking some more stuff from all the fan interaction from the show tonight. I'm sure there's a few things that are in there. So, all right. So, Mike, I turn it over to you as we get into our fan questions and or comments and things to talk about. There's, I'm sure, a few things that came up.
Not really. No one was really chatting that much.
No, okay. Well, then, good night. It was great to talk to you all, and we'll see you next week. No, 2 weeks. 2
Absolutely.
weeks.
We had, they were worried. Linda did disappear there. Cliffy does say that he was worried Linda give a fat tug to her webcam's power cord.
Fat tug. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's how I started the show.
Start the show with a fat tug. Okay. Our good friend Tim saying 2027 changes are going to cost money for all teams, more for others. Then there's youth sports if they jump on board. Ken says, yeah, don't forget junior football as well. Of course, high school, minor football at all levels. It's going to be tough. This is kind of all out of order here, but let me scroll down, see if I can find it. Our good friend, Coach Vic, did join the chat. And of course, with his involvement in minor football, definitely a great voice to have in the chat. He said, I'm sure all the minor leagues, including junior and university, will stay as they are. Going to the CFL won't be that big of a deal for athletes. I mean, it's like Americans coming up to the CFL, right? It's one of those things that,
Yeah.
they're already having to change those rules. Why can't they play with the existing fields they've got? And they just have to adjust.
I just think it only matters in those stadiums where they share, like I said, like with the dinos and the stamps. So can they move the goalpost forward? I don't know that answer. So, but
not to mention restriping it every time too.
Mm-hmm.
Right, because they're playing 20 or 15 yard in the end zone. It's like all the things, right? And yeah, so I don't know. We'll have to see. I agree with Coach Vic that I'm sure to start they're going to try and just play the same game they have been, because why make the change unless you have to? But
I could see
yeah,
minor and junior for sure. High school,
yeah, high school,
university will be tough.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, for sure.
Problem solved. There we go. That's why we have the podcast.
Just get inflatable uprights.
See, easy.
Are they the ones like in the Canadian Tire ad where they?
Yes, as they should.
And that just makes, we thought field goals were fun before. Now the guys are like, woo! Is it? Yeah, that would be. I can just see Blanchard and
Yeah. For junior football, coach does say the Calgary Colts could just play at Shoulder Stadium.
Okay. Yep.
Instead of playing McMahon like the Stamps and the Dinos do.
Dinos,
So
yeah. Okay. And maybe that's right on the university campus. You'd think Dinos would want to keep playing there. So tough to say.
Well, they said the Dinos will, but I mean the Colts may not, right? If university, because as Tim says, currently 4 stadiums share CFL and U Sports football with Montreal, Winnipeg, Sask, and Calgary, all playing out of shared stadia. So
and apparently U of C is not a really great landlord for the Stampeders, so I just don't see much going the CFL's way in this negotiation.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I don't know how they do that. Yeah, it's not like, are they getting a new stadium in Calgary? No. Okay, let's stop.
I get halftime beers with some of the Dino coaching staff, and anyway, I don't see it happening.
Okay, all right. Should be interesting on how that plays out. All right, Superfan.
interesting. Oh, there's some drama in the chat.
Oh,
He says Deron Carter refiles his retirement papers as a result of this, especially since Rick Campbell will likely be the coach again for Ottawa.
Oh my.
That goes from I don't care to that's kind of mean.
Oh my. Maybe.
Bye, Deron. Peace out.
Yeah.
Again.
Pierre Bourret, from Facebook. Or no, sorry, is that Facebook? Looks like, could be. Maybe it's Twitter, maybe it's YouTube.
You'll never know, Mike.
There we go. Oh, it's
That is
YouTube.
Yeah.
Field changes in Edmonton equal no cost to team, according to Chris Morris. So the city's going to foot the bill.
Yeah, and that's what that he shared that with Morley when he had the he did a press conference at 2 after the announcements were made at 11, and I don't know who all got there, but I know Morley had a good chat with him. So
but we're minutes away from a municipal election.
Right.
Who's to say the next? Anybody can say this.
Right.
The next administration might feel entirely different about it.
That's fair.
That is fair. Yeah, it's true.
Some other
Gotta
things
hope they're fans.
Yeah.
And you get a pick, and you get a pick. They can say anything they want right now.
Right.
That's true. Yeah.
Tim Capper has a few other things we should be considering about some of these changes to stadia.
You don't say.
McGill turf has stitch numbers, etc., which means the full turf would need to be changed.
Oh, wow.
Right.
Oh, I didn't know they had stitch numbers. Okay.
And as well, Calgary just had new turf installed this year.
Yes, they did.
It's artificial to keep the cheerleaders from grazing.
There it is. Only a cheer team alumni can say that.
It's such an old joke. I'm sorry.
It is an old joke,
But it's still funny.
yeah. It's
I mean, it'll never be not funny. I don't know. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. A little bit of a talk about the 35-second clock. Ken says the commissioner complained about how inconsistent the application of the 20-second clock, so I cannot see it not happening inside 3 minutes. Our friend Leanne says, wonder how many injuries we are going to see now with this clock.
Oh, you mean like the designated Canadian fall guy?
Right, correct. As I was told, it's the digger, designated injured guy.
Always Canadian.
Yeah.
That's the first question when somebody goes down. Canadian? Yeah, it's fake.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think we see some of that now anyway, especially if a team is playing hurry up offense.
Yeah.
You still see some of that. So I don't know that is going to change that much, but I'd be curious to know if we go back to Ken's comment. So he thinks that they're not going to, or they are going to run the 35-second clock in the 3 minutes.
Right. And then Coach Vic said the final 3 minutes are still in discussions.
Right. There we go. So, and that's what I'm saying is like they've got to have that's going to come probably with the rules committee, I would have to think. Yeah.
One thing talking about why we need this kind of rule, Coach Vic says, sorry if I missed it, but that 35-second play clock, he said the final 1 minute, 12 seconds of the Hamilton game took 11 minutes to play.
Right.
You make that a 35-second play clock and maybe Edmonton wins.
Oh, interesting. So now is that specifically because of timeouts and then kind of waiting for the ball to be placed then? Must be where that happens? Interesting. Okay.
Well,
We're
there's
pretty drunk at
still
that
going to
point.
be those timeouts. So let's say we factor those in because you're going to play every
30
card
seconds, yeah.
No, that's very true, but it wouldn't add up to 11 minutes. So
is he counting commercials?
Well, I mean, if it's after the 3 minute warning, so it shouldn't be a whole lot.
Yeah, they don't do commercials usually after 3 minutes, but I don't know. That interesting.
So you have to
So
watch it again. Oh,
I mean, if we had all of the changes, we probably would have won anyway because those posts would have been farther back. Can't get the 15-yard penalty doesn't mean they're in field goal range.
right.
And it was a penalty. The part that I am upset though, Mike Paul sent that to us. Like,
Yeah.
Brandon Barlow getting either
Face mask
or held, like either one, it would have canceled them out and they would have had to redo the down. And they do the
and
review
they're kicking
on
15 yards back.
Yeah, they do the review on the helmet to helmet, which it was helmet to helmet.
100%.
It was a penalty. Not arguing that, but then if you're looking at it anyway, do you not call the hold?
It
Or the
used to
face
be
mask,
that they would
whatever
look
it
at the
is?
entire play.
Yeah, exactly. And now I think it should have been both.
Yeah.
Just my thoughts. Yes.
But it weren't.
It weren't. Nope.
Yeah. Ken's asking about the new field goal location. So where does the ball get placed when a field goal under the new when a field goal under the new configuration fails? So it's a missed field goal, goes out of bounds. Where do they spot the ball?
Parking lot.
There you go. Shirley.
3 o'clock. Bike racks.
Yeah.
Is that where it goes? Yeah. Outstanding. Yeah. Okay. What are your thoughts on this? I have a couple of ideas, but
So if you miss the field goal, where does the other team take the ball?
because right now when that happens, don't they take
The
the
40?
40?
Yeah.
And
So the 30 maybe?
the 30, right?
Well, that's just dumb.
Or do
I mean,
they
it's the
take-
same distance then. Now you're talking 70 yards to
Yep,
March.
exactly. So they take it at 30, or do they take it from where the field goal was kicked? Now that's an NFL thing. Don't get me wrong. I don't
Right.
want that. I'm just saying,
Oh.
is that something that is brought up? Not from the 55-yard line. That's true. It won't be that. Yeah, that's that.
Too soon.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Just cut me.
You can have a big tombstone that says 55-yard line.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, you don't think that's coming before next year? Or
I mean,
before
Halloween's not
23 coming?
far.
Yeah, 100% that is coming out.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Grey Cup t-shirts.
R.I.P. 55-yard line. Yeah, something
Freedom
like
55, man. Freedom
Yeah, that's
55.
that. That's the one.
It's more like Freedom 85 right now.
Oh,
Okay.
my.
Well, yeah, no. Not
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah, Quentin,
But-
you weren't on for the original talk. How do you feel about the 55-yard line, or going to 100 yards instead of 110?
I have to say, I'm probably fairly indifferent. I don't don't fully understand the rationale to change it. I don't know if there's a strong enough case to change it, to be honest with you. The other rules make sense to me. The 35-second makes sense. Moving the goalpost makes sense. That's going to make goal line play a lot different. I heard somebody say, well, how often does a ball actually hit the goalpost? Not very often. And that's not the reasoning behind this.
No.
It's
anybody want to ask Cody Fajardo?
Yeah.
Sorry, that was mean. Sorry, Cody. Sorry.
Yeah. So it's interesting. We have, I'm just not sure the rationale behind it. I'm all for change if there's a strong enough reason for it, and I'm not sure there is one for making the field 100 yards as opposed to 110. But so I'm indifferent about it, I guess.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah. I think there's a fair number of people that are like that. It's more just like there's not. Yeah, we don't have enough of the why yet. That's my feeling on it. Yeah. Cody once is surely too many. That's true. Yeah. And the Bombers MVP in 2019. Yeah. The goalpost. Yeah. Okay, so that won't happen anymore. But
fair.
Again, for the one time.
Coach Vic is saying, would you kick a field goal from the 35-yard line? That's a 57-yard attempt now, or go for a third down gamble. Are we going to see coffin corner punts from the 35 now?
Like you might. Yeah.
Speaking of unbreakable records, I think our good friend Jake Julian's got that sewn up for the season average for punting.
The 54-yard.
How many short punts are going to happen now?
Yeah, that's very true. Here's another thought. What about if it becomes an onside punt?
Where someone's onside?
Yeah. You have a couple people onside.
I haven't seen one of those in a while.
Punt it and see if somebody can race down and get it before the other guy. Like, I mean, there's a chance, right?
Yeah.
Oh, a question came up actually in one of my conversations today. If they're kicking a field goal, is the holder considered onside because he's behind the ball, or how?
I would think so.
Yeah. So could you attempt a field goal and then have your holder run down and pick up the ball if it misses? Like anyway, if it doesn't go obviously through the end zone, but
it's got to take less time to get up than I do. That's helpful.
All of us.
So, in terms of players not being consulted, the whole Nathan Rourke rant, and
I was in there as well. Yeah,
I was with him on a lot of it. Consultation's a dicey thing, but I'm seeing a focus group come with Sean White, and they're going to try all these kicking scenarios and show us what happens. Like, I mean, we're talking overtime. We need to pay these guys to come in and do every conceivable and inconceivable permutation and combination and show us how it plays out. That'd that sounds like a good off season to me.
Yeah, true.
I would like and subscribe.
Really? You should do that to the show. I don't know if you've done that yet.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Yeah, all right. I don't have kickers. I understand. Yeah, I get it.
No, but really, like, the only way anyone's going to know if it works is if these guys give it a go.
Yep, true.
And they weren't even in on the conversation. So,
yeah.
Do you know a great person to ask about with the holders onside? A coach.
Oh, yes.
The holder is not onside. He is still ahead of the kicker at the time the ball is kicked. I didn't realize he had to be ahead of the kicker. I thought you had to be ahead of the ball.
That's what I thought too. That's why I thought, oh, maybe that's an option. But yeah, so okay.
All
right.
Now you know.
Did you do that, Nathan, just so you could see yourself on your phone?
Yeah, he did.
He did. Yeah, he comes in, and then I'm like, "What are you doing?" No, he's watching this. Okay. Yep. Everyone's. Yep. All right.
Most of the chat, of course, obviously is about our current changes. You did mention next time we're there getting a good picture. Tim agrees. 55-yard lines will be a picture for all. I think we're going to see a lot of that happening in the next year and a half.
Yeah, absolutely. I think there'll be
Absolutely.
there'll be groups of people trying to get a picture at the 55 for sure. Yeah. Yep. Next west of us is at the 55. I hope everybody's
There we
okay. I'm sure they'll be
during
fine.
halftime.
Don't worry, we'll just run down. No, this is our west of us picture. We're just doing it here. Yeah.
We don't have Tony Washington clotheslining us. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly. Fine. Yeah.
Tom Valesi just laughing in the background. So Tim Capper says, U Sports General Assembly is only scheduled for June 2026. How can changes be made in such a short amount of time?
Oof.
Wow. Okay.
Well, it's cute that you thought they would consider it.
Yeah. Tim does say the worst case scenario is U Sports votes no. NCFL does follow through with the field changes.
Right.
So what's going to happen then? Like you said, 4 of the 9 teams share a stadium.
Correct. Yep.
Who would front that bill of changing it?
Inflatable
Yeah.
Right?
inflatable goalposts.
Where they're moving. I mean, they said moving the goalposts.
That's right. Yeah. Really gonna make it challenging. That's right.
Exactly. Take that, Sean White.
Field goals and used cars.
I am all about
that's
it.
a good one. I like that one. Yeah. Like I said, if you haven't seen the Canadian Tire ad where it's the bus to move and the
Or
things doing the
never
dance.
seen a used car lot.
God, I love that.
So talking about the timing, and again, Tim says, from what I've been told, because of U Sports involvement, amateur and potential stadium changes, turf installation, the announcement had to be made now. That's why it was made now and not in the offseason.
Okay. And that makes some sense. Yes. Trying to make sure that people can be a little bit ahead of it. So at first when he said they were going to shrink the field and then he said in 2027 and I'm like, oh, okay, good. I'm like, wow, you're really asking a lot here in this off season, but okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. So much chatter.
So much.
Ken talking about now a team without a timeout will be able to burn 105 seconds, and there's nothing the other team can do about it if it's within the last 3 minutes.
Now a team like the opponent,
the opposing team,
yeah, exactly, doesn't have a timeout.
The offense
again
can burn 105 seconds.
Assuming that within the 3 minutes they just have the clock running. Yeah. Yep.
Prince Ludwig is deep as usual.
Ludwig.
Prince Ludwig. Okay.
I hope he appreciates.
I'm still ciphering this.
So
somebody spell it out, please.
If the defense doesn't have a timeout, the offense can burn 105 seconds, right? So a minute.
And you're
45.
talking about in the last 3 minutes.
Or at any time, but
at any point. But
okay.
Yeah. Well, is it because it's
if they don't change it, then yeah, it would be within the last 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
They could burn a minute 45, so over half of the final 3 minutes could be burned on one series.
Okay.
Although
that does take a real shot to the our no lead is safe.
It really does.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it goes from 1 minute to a minute 45.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
significantly
do not like.
Yeah, and that's why I'm saying
0
we
stars.
have to
Would
wait
not
and see
recommend.
what they do in that 3 minutes. Yeah. 0 stars, really? Like at least one. Come on.
Exactly.
What if Gino's on the field? Does that count as one?
Yes.
It's -2.
Why? I don't think Quentin was comfortable with that joke, but I thought it was funny. I thought
If he gets 2 cards in the Edmonton deck this year, he can be -2.
There you go.
Fair enough.
I mean, again, these changes didn't happen until February, so it's not like the card companies can, get
correct.
there.
We don't pivot.
No, clearly not. Like, nope. It's good enough for last year. It's good enough for now.
Somebody get Ross working for the card companies, will we? Yeah.
Right. Pivot.
Yeah. Okay.
Coach Rick's also talking about Sean White did have a post. He had an opinion on Twitter.
He did?
What? No.
I can tell when I'm not wanted. It was fun while it lasted.
Yeah. I saw that one. No. Okay. I don't know that. What do you mean you not wanted? We still need field goals. Like
I love the pettiness, though.
Well, yeah, I want to say
I
prissy
don't.
bitch, but also I don't disagree.
like
You can do both.
yeah, it did really well with both. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like I like we're still gonna need field goal kickers. Still like it's not it just
I mean,
shifts
a lot
down
of these changes, the commissioner talked about a lot of the changes so that we don't have field goals, we have touchdowns.
right.
So it's just like, I get it.
Fair. Yeah,
I get being a
yeah,
little, because it seems like the kicking game gets less and less and less important as decades go on.
right. That's fair.
And these are reactionary, remember?
Yeah,
Like,
100%.
Oh yeah.
This was, this is one of those things that was said yesterday in the heat of it.
exactly.
Same thing with the Nathan Rourke reaction. It was within an hour of having the
Because it was almost feel like you were ambushed, I'm sure, if you were.
Oh, 100%. You can't even
Yeah.
like process that. It's just whatever you feel. Yep. That's what, yeah.
Whereas we've had 28 hours and we're so much smarter.
That's right.
Nope.
Well, I don't know if I'd go that far, but yeah, we're
Yeah, exactly.
Well, but you're quite right. To be able to take a beat
Right.
and have a measured response is huge.
No one shoved a microphone in our face like 10
Yeah.
minutes after the announcement.
They didn't? I thought you guys
Well,
were cool.
No, you thought wrong.
Yeah,
Wrong.
you thought very wrong.
totally wrong. My text messages blew up, but that's about
Big
it.
time.
Yeah.
Mine
There
too.
was no microphone in my face.
Well, I had Hector Potier on the phone losing his mind, which
Oh.
was, I won't lie, pretty great.
I mean,
can
sending
imagine.
any sentence with I had Hector Potier on the phone is pretty great to start with.
It's true. It's true.
He goes,
I
okay,
wonder
I'm
if
gonna
that-
watch it. Hang up. I'm going to phone you back when it's over.
Yeah. Quentin, are you going to bring it up at the at the do? See what the Brian Kelly and Gizmo have to now.
The
Are we going
evening
to be able
lift.
to understand what Gizmo says about it? Is first. Second is I'm curious to know what they would say being on like playing. Well, Gizmo is now definitely going to hold a record of the longest field goal return, isn't he? Missed field goal? Oh no, because was that Sluka that got the farther one? Now I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, no, we'll definitely bring it up for sure. I'd be curious to see what their thought is on that, and it's interesting. I think it's a dawning of a new era, and some people are on board, and some people aren't, and we'll see. I mean, the status quo sometimes can kill you as well, right? So it's we'll see what happens, but yeah, we'll definitely bring it up on the 4th and see what they say. I'm curious.
I am curious.
I don't think David Morley could not drop it in,
Yeah,
whether
sure.
whether you directed it or not.
for sure.
That's true. Very true. All right. Anything else
Interesting.
in there, Super
Oh,
Fame?
yeah.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
sure there's lots. We can probably take like a few more because
Yeah.
all of us do need to actually, go to bed at some
Let's
point.
get some positives in here.
I like this.
So when I think positive, we're going to turn to Ken. Here we go. Positive note, the Elks going to win the tiebreaker if they beat the Bombers by 13 points, and he corrected, 14 points. 13
I'm
points at the time.
100% there.
That's good.
So that's
That is
winning the
positive.
tiebreaker. We still have, I think we're 2 games behind them, though, so we need to win an extra game more than they do outside of that.
Yes. Well, we have
but
to
I think
beat
it's in there.
them. That's one. And then
Yep.
they're going to lose this week,
Perfect.
right?
There we go.
There we go. That's what we need.
Everything's coming up.
Well,
Melonheads.
Winnipeg is, yeah.
Winnipeg is. Yeah, Winnipeg, not us. Jeez, Linda.
Well, I'm
No.
picking Winnipeg, but I still want them to lose, yeah.
Okay, good. Okay.
More
Only
positives
because
from
I can't go for the other guys.
Fair.
the walleye. More positives from Ken. The weather is going to be quite comfortable with a high of 19 on Saturday, which is fantastic football weather.
That is good. Game time though, like it's by the end of the game, it's
That's
probably
5
going to
o'clock.
be like,
A little cooler probably, but it's, but certainly by the start should be lovely.
yeah, tailgate's going to be amazing. Come down for
Get it?
tailgate 2 o'clock. Yeah. Yes, be lovely.
Absolutely.
Bring a fat tug and honor the commissioner.
Fat tug will warm you right up. So
Oh,
Lots of chat about the Horde and Tell.
That was amazing.
Upper Deck really hitting it through the uprights on those special 12.
was it the inflatable uprights or was it just the? Yeah.
Exactly. The sash got a lot of chatter. I should wear that to the next tailgate. Just the sash.
I like you wearing it, not just. How's that?
Well, you know, Clippy's been going to the wrong tailgates, clearly.
Apparently.
I was probably talking about the fat tug, but whatever.
Don't
Our good
stand
friend,
too close to the barbecue.
That's
tool's
right.
gonna go up.
Glad we're not making bacon. And our good friend Tyler says Mike's Halloween costume is set. Got the sash and doll. Just need the fishnets.
I got you.
Outstanding.
Outstanding. That's pretty good. I like that.
John K is saying Saturday's game will be the biggest crowd of the season. Already over 30K.
That's amazing. Yeah,
That's
That
fantastic.
is fantastic news.
How much of that is the wrong color of green? How much
Not
of
enough.
that is the right?
Doesn't matter. It's money in our.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, they'll
I'm
be
happy to
buying
have
beer.
them.
They'll be buying
Yep. I'm
lots of
happy.
food. They spend money just like everybody else.
Yep, exactly. I mean, I appreciate that they come all the way here to watch their team lose. It's great.
Yeah, they come all the way here from like Duggan and Castle Downs.
That's
and-
right.
I mean, we know Travis will be there.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. Yeah. He's our favorite Rider fan, though, isn't he?
Yep. A lot of questions about.
Oh,
the
Janny's going to be there too. So,
Yeah.
that-
And
yeah.
Marcia.
Yep. Oh,
Marsha,
they're all
Marsha,
called-
Marsha.
Exactly. The question is going to be, where's the convert going to be kicked from? Coach Vic asking if it's going to be kicked from the 5. And if the convert is from the 5, it's a 27-yard convert. Currently, it's 32, isn't it?
Yes.
Because it's at the 25, and then they snap it back 7 yards.
So if it was at the 10, then it would be the similar. It would be similar, right?
Yeah. So
And then your 2
which
point,
is what it used to be, was the 10. So
yeah. Then your 2 point is from the same thing from the 2.
the 3.
Is it the 3? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So interesting chat. And a couple more. Again, some disappointment about the placement of the goalposts. Most Canadian and exciting play possible just got removed. This is from Daryl McMahon. The wide field goal on the last play of the game that has to get run out is now gone. And again, I have seen that suggestion that they could maybe allow a zone behind 4 missed field goals. Maybe that's up to the rules committee to discuss. I know that Dave Naylor saw it and really liked that thought. So maybe that can get brought up just for that. So it keeps that possibility alive. No rouge for it, but it could be run out, right? Especially at the end of the game when you need to get some sort of points going.
Are there any at-large positions on the rules committee?
I do not know. Hopefully.
I cover the large portion of it.
Yeah.
I can do that. I don't know about.
I just mean people who aren't.
I get that. Yeah.
No, I got you. I got you on the large part.
I get it. Yep.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Wow. Didn't expect arm wrestling this evening, but here we are.
Exactly.
Well, it's because my camera doesn't go enough for leg wrestling. I'm really good at
Excellent.
Outstanding.
Anyway,
All right.
I do think that the rules committee could perhaps, given the gravitas of what they put out this week, maybe get an at-large position or 2.
Yeah.
Or a player position or
Right.
2. Like maybe
Coach, player.
somebody who's not just looking at the balance sheet.
Right.
Yeah, it's very true.
All
right.
right. Let's wrap it up. We got one more here. Talking about the newest segment on the pod. This is from our good friend Leanne saying, Linda is proof that some changes can be good. Excellent segment.
There we go. That is a great way
Leanne.
to have that there. Yep. It is a very fun segment. And thank you, Linda, for your
Yes.
education for us this evening as well.
Edutainment.
Yes, it is that. Yes. And think of all those wonderful Oktoberfest brews that we can have. Yes. Oh, Killam said today he is now on the rules committee. Oh, isn't that interesting?
That's
Well, if
helpful.
we thought he had a pouty face before,
I got. Oh, jeez.
Is it a face like a slapped ass? All right.
What the hell is that?
It's a British expression.
Is it? Okay, sure.
Somebody's angry. Red faced and angry.
Okay,
Wow.
I didn't didn't know that. Okay. I did, however, know Killam is with one L.
There you go.
Yeah. But I am glad that he is on that committee. It'll be very helpful. Okay. So a very fun show. Lots of discussion this evening. Thank you all for being part of it. Quentin, before we go, plug your event one more time so that people know where to get their tickets and become a part of this wonderful evening.
Awesome. An evening with Paid Forward with Football and Friends, our third annual, is on Saturday, October the 4th. And you can buy tickets on our website, p4wfb.com, or by e-transfer, Pay It Forward with Football at gmail.com as well. $60 a ticket. So hopefully we can see you all out there. It's going to be a great time. We're super excited about it.
If you can't buy one, buy it for someone else. Pay it
That's
forward.
right.
Love that idea.
Yeah, that's such a great idea. Just put donate in there. So, all right. Thank you all for being here. Again, we will be back in 2 weeks' time to recap the Saskatchewan game and get set for our next game. We're getting close to the end of the season, so let's enjoy all these times that we can spend together and have a little bit of fun. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Commissioner. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Quentin. And so for the whole gang, I'm Andrew. Remember, you can't catch footballs with your face, and we will absolutely talk to you in 2 weeks.